Well, hello. I hope everybody's having a great afternoon or evening or morning or wherever the fuck you're at. I don't care. I'm just happy you're here. Today we have something that I will be inadequate in explaining. Tommy Tooter, Thomas J. Wurzerberg, whatever the fuck he goes by now, has a history twice as long as Christian Weston Chandler and probably as deep. Tommy is fucking ancient. Tommy is fucking insane. And unlike Chris, Tommy will go out of his way to cause problems for himself. Chris meanders about, problems find him. Tommy is a genuine fucking menace. And I don't even know where to begin. So we're going to go chronologically. I'm going to need help. I'm going to be calling in for fucking backup. I cannot actually encompass all this. I was sat down for 2 hours. I had people feeding me information. I have my handy dandy notebook is just filled with notes. I have videos. I have clips. There's no fucking way. Can't do it by myself. No joke, if you do want to read up on them, you're going to have to read the forum because I can't do it by myself. I don't think all three of us, with enough time, will be able to cover everything that's happened to Tommy. They casually mention shit that happened 30 years ago that I've never heard of, that to any other locale would be like one of their main threads of drama. But with Tommy, it's just yet another fucking thing he's done. So... Oh, is there some issue with the stream? Hopefully not. I'm playing the replay and shit. Just so you guys know, I do want to move over to StreamMe as like a major, as like the main platform, because StreamMe has already enabled monetization and stuff. They're really working to get their people over, and it's just better for everything that I'm doing. So if you are watching on YouTube, if you want to check out StreamMe and see if it works there, I'd really appreciate it. So where do I want to begin? Before I begin just reading his history, because his history is fucking insane. Like the first 30 years of his life, not even half of his life, is something that could be like a novel. The rest of it's pretty much just as bad. Let me make sure that I'm not downloading anything, because I do see that I have a couple hiccups on the monitor. But I reached out to Tommy. I reached out to him and I told him, Tommy, you know, I'm going to be talking to you. I wouldn't mind having a conversation with you, with all these people watching. Several hundred people will probably be watching. He had no interest in that. No interest whatsoever in having that conversation. So if he does want to come on later, go right ahead, Tommy. I'll be here for you. You know who to get into contact with. Get into contact with my man Sneeze. He's ready to help. Because you're definitely going to be mad with some of the shit that I'm saying. I know you're going to watch. So he claims, way back when he was just a boy, I think he was born in the 60s, he claims that he was born with the assistance of a drug called DSE. I think it's either a drug or an operation, but it was commonly given at the time he was born for mothers who had concurrent or reoccurring pregnancy issues resulting in a natural abortion. And he claims that DSE affected his gender, because he's a tranny. Technically, he's a tranny. DES, I'm sorry. Technically, he's a tranny, but... as you can see from the clips, let me just pull up those clips again in case you missed them. Let me turn off rednecks, unfortunately. Not really a passing tranny. This isn't what most people would call a woman, but he does, and he takes that very seriously. His actual gender identity at this time is, I wrote it down somewhere, it's a mouthful. He's a transsexual, intersex, two-spirited person. I don't know what the fuck that means, but that's what he claims to be. And you can, like, when people address him as a him, he gets actually pissed off, even if it's police. Like, he'll scream at them if they get it wrong. His mother was apparently somewhat abusive. He repeatedly brings up the fact that he shits himself, like Christian does. But unlike Christian, his mom had the good foresight to rub his face in it, apparently, to try and train him like a dog not to shit himself. I don't know if that had any effect in his potty training, but it's what he claims. I think I actually have a clip of that. Yelling at mom. This sounds right. You were a total failure as my mother, refusing to listen to any of my issues. I have very bad hormonal problems because of my intersex condition and have always had poor bladder and sphincter control because of it. But you mashed my soiled underwear in my face to toilet train me instead of listening to me. Forget about it if I tried to tell either one of you that I was a girl. Oh no, girls don't have penises and boys only cry when they bleed and you need to cry. I'll be glad to beat the crap out of you. You refused to listen to me last night, which is why I terminated the call. You should all be ashamed of yourselves. I pity your immortal soul if you can't learn to love me in a way that feels like love to me. I like that. You can't love me in a way that feels like love to me. That's the important bit. Please read the email I sent last night and see what my spirit family thinks of me. Seriously, if you want me to pretend the past never happened and tolerate your pompous ass of a husband's mishy goss politely, I need what I lost when you sold the house out from under me and then refused to relocate me to go on pretending that I have a father who is even worthy of the love I have to give. So, see, this is what I mean. Like, you read one line and you think, like, what the fuck? They sold the house, I guess, and cut it out from under him. And I notice my connection is dropping. I don't know if that's because of me or because of Putin, but there is an issue. I'm sorry. But yeah, he sold the house out from under him and yelling. Let's see, I know what that is. So this is Tommy's self-introduction. This is something he posted on the forum. There will be forum posts, but they're not going to be from the Kiwi Farms, and I'll explain why in a bit. So this is Tommy's self-introduction. I'm Tommy Tooter, the whistleblower from Chicago. And again, like, every single thing he says will be kind of explained later because he's just crazy. And his entire life, it's like 70 years, it's like a fossil record of fucking insanity. Now living in Tucson, I'm classically trained from infancy through college and have been playing on the streets in drum circles and jam bands since graduating in 1978. I was the last person pranked at the last acid test party throwing in Topanga Corral. See, like, even this shit, like, I went over this for 2 hours and I don't even know what the fuck this means. Let's read I walked out of my only professional recording gig at Pegasus Studio in Santa Moscow the next year because there was no way I'm backing up a screeching speed metal freak accompanied by a pre-programmed sound generator with some skinny wanker fiddling the controls. I founded the Real Things Artisan Co-op, and this is important. His Real Things Artisan Co-op. He constantly screams that we're harming his business and are committing tortuous interference by making fun of him. In 1985, with a couple of computer geeks, a promoter agent, and a handful of street players in Venice Beach, and had been a minor player on the fringe of the Deadhead Rainbow Woodstock indie music and arts community ever since. Tommy's instruments that he's trained in are apparently the saxophone and the recorder. And if you don't know what what a recorder is, let me just go ahead and pull this up. This is, again, he's like 70, so he's had all his life to figure out his preferred instrument of choice and to get good at it. And this is the instrument that he's chosen. I think this is it. This is like a toy. This is like what you give children to teach them how to play woodwind instruments. And this is something that Tommy constantly claims is a very serious and very real art form that you need to respect. And if you don't respect it, he's gonna sue you for cyberbullying, I guess. Oh god, it won't stop. There it is. Okay, I killed it. I don't think you could hear it, but it kept going on. And I was being assaulted by that recorder. Okay, we manufacture our own merchandise and produce our own shows. Nobody I know is getting rich, but I know a lot of people all over the country who are kicking out a lot of fine music and artworks to really cool crowds of people in wonderful urban and rural areas. Let me just take a second. And, oh, the Stream Me chat died. I'll fix that real quick. Let me show you what his art looks like. His stones, as he says. And these are important. These fucking stones. I'm so sick and tired of hearing about his fucking rocks. You'd think he was actually doing something with the way he talks about these goddamn rocks. I should have put this up because I knew I was going to drag this. This is what he calls his beautiful stone. This is what he expects exorbitant amounts of money for. Just put that underneath the chat so everybody can admire it. Real Things is a member of the New World Rising International Green Community Network. I'll be playing with One Heartbeat to open Tucson Peace and Music Fair tomorrow. I've never even heard of such a thing as a pay-to-play before. The musics and vendors will get together with the venue owner, and he talks about how much money he fucking gets. Like he constantly says, my time is money. He refused to come on this show because he was demanding $500. I offered him $50. He refused. At one point, I paid him $5 in Bitcoin to play Hot Cross Buns on the recorder. He did play Hot Cross Buns on the recorder and immediately had a massive coughing fit because he had inhaled bong smoke incorrectly, and playing Hot Cross Buns on the recorder started to kill him slowly. Oh yeah, jerk off crystals. He probably does have some jerk off crystals. Motherfucker likes to jerk off a lot. So this is Tommy now. This is him talking about how he is now. We've all seen how he looks now. But way back when, he actually looked like this. This was him from his college yearbook. And surprisingly, he did graduate from college. He went to Tampa, Florida, and got a UB in... Wait, not a UB. I wrote it down somewhere. He got a 4-year degree in marine biology. And eventually went to go test water supplies, but he got fired from everything he fucking did. He tested water in Chicago, and they fired him because he wouldn't wake up early enough. He went to sell shit in retail and quit. He said that selling shit in retail gave him a existential crisis or an ethical dilemma, which I can relate to. And he says that he's a published researcher, but we have the actual credit for his research right here. He was an assistant. He was a technical assistant in the research paper he claims to be named in, which means that he wasn't actually partaking in the research. He was just an assistant. And then he went to Venice Beach. I already mentioned Venice Beach in that post. Pretty significant area in his life, just because... Yeah, people are making fun of me for not being able to pronounce that city's name. I can't pronounce anything, if you can't notice. I've tried Erver and Erver again to pronounce things correctly, but it's just not happening. Okay, so he went to Venice Beach and became a hippie. Things are going to get dark, and then they're going to get light. The things I'm about to tell you are all awful. If you're in a good mood right now, you will not be in a good mood in about 15 minutes. You probably won't be in a good mood in about 5 minutes. But by the end of this, I promise you, we'll bring in some people who have funny stories that I could barely touch on because so much has happened in the troll sphere around Tommy Tooter. Okay, let's engage the chat a little bit. I'm gonna go over to the Stream Me chat because Stream Me has polls, and I'm quite fond of the polls, and I'm gonna do a poll. So get ready. Hopping over there, and I want you guys to tell me which sad story you want to hear first. Which? And just by the options I'm going to give you, you know it's going to be bad. Okay, do you want Sabrina the 15-year-old girl or Lady the dog? Tell me now. I'm watching the polls. Oh God, Sabrina's just fucking smashing it. Well, I guess there's no contest then. Immediately, Sabrina gets about 25 votes. All right, let's start with that then. I don't think the dog is going to be able to win at this point. And everybody's like, oh no. Oh no. Yeah, some people already know. Tommy is not a nice guy. And after he quit, or after he moved out of his parents' house, he went to Venice Beach and he basically became a homeless person. And he lived with a single mother. And because I guess they were all hippies and stuff, and I guess hippies had a very liberal idea of sexual enlightenment. And they lived with a 15-year-old girl named Sabrina, who had left her abusive house at about 9 years old and had been sexually active since about 13. And she was living with Tommy Tooter's then girlfriend, the single mother, at this loft on the beach. And the girlfriend and Sabrina had been, I wouldn't say having sex, but they were like sexually entangled in some way. Tommy Tooter, despite living in like a share home with a bunch of like creepy weirdo pedophiles, or hebophiles if you prefer, if you happen to be an incel community member, Tommy Tooter apparently got a little bit too rapey with Sabrina, and he got kicked out of the house by his girlfriend and Sabrina, and they threatened to call the police if he didn't leave. To this day, he claims that he only like sucked on her nipples or something, but the story varies a lot. I think I actually have it. Yes, I do. I have titled this scene "Hard Times," and hard times they are. This is Tommy Tooter's story. I can't wait for these for what I'm about to read to be clipped out of context. When I was a kid, I'd have dreams of being somebody's wife, just like all the beautiful women in my family, and enslave some stupid, hardworking putz. Jesus Christ, maybe he is a woman from a well-off family with my with my pussy, and be left with a fortune when I'm only in my 60s and the schmuck works himself to death. All I had to do was let him knock me up a couple times or 3 times and carry a kid or 3 around in my belly for 9 months. It sounds like he ate the children. And go through a few hours of incredible pain at the end. It isn't even always that painful, especially if the first one goes well. The next ones are usually easier. Oh, jeez. After the kids were born, I had a maid to do all that other shit housewives complain about, and I could indulge my friends with long mahjong bridge and canasta games in the afternoon instead. Like my mom, her sister, and my dad's sister-in-law all did. Spirit, again talking about his spirit, twin spirit shit. Spirit told me that when I was young to endure it, and I'd be healed when they came to sort this shit out. And that's why I never actually made any effort to transition and toughed it out instead. Because I would rather be getting hosed than to be doing the hosing. And there is no way my ass is going to be the receptacle. I never went out hound dogging and was a heterosexual serial monogamist instead. It was real easy for me to visualize myself being the fucky and my partner as the fucker when we were going at it. I can't believe I'm reading this. I feel so gross. And I'm only halfway through, and this part's colored red. Let's see. I had some wonderful relationships with women going all the way back to the 8th grade, but none of them hated me enough to marry me. At the time I jerked off Janae, I was living with a welfare mama and her 4-year-old mulatto kid in one-room apartment with a kid sleeping in the closet. What the fuck? The thing had a loft, and there was a 15-year-old runaway who was absolutely freaking gorgeous and who slept up there sometimes. I was 28 at the time. One afternoon, I came home to find Megan and Sabrina together in the bed in the living room waiting for me. I knew better because they were pretty mussed up and wet when I got into it. The whole scene unraveled because I only had a few fingers in Megan's snapper, not even the whole hand past the wrist, and was all over Sabrina, who I'd been lusting after for at least 15 months without ever getting more than long hugs and chest kisses, which you all know what will do to a young male at the peak of testicular performance. Megan, thanks to Tyrone Yakina's, is this a joke? Am I being joked? No, I'm sorry. I'm being told that StreamMe is the one that's cutting out, and it's not YouTube. I apologize. I don't know what's up with StreamMe. Play the Sabrina video if you can. I don't know what the Sabrina video is. Oh, that's right. He talks about it. We'll play that next. Okay. Let's see. One afternoon, peak performance. Tyrone, Yakina's father, hated sucking dick. What? Oh, the woman. I was like, hopefully Tyrone's not sucking any dick. Don't be a gay nigga, Tyrone. And had a fuck me and get over it attitude. She was a little mousy, showing some wear in the face with a flabby. Was a little flabby and had stretch marks after 4 years. Thankfully, Tyrone lived in another city. Oh, jeez. He was cucking Tyrone. What a twist. There was nothing worse than a welfare mama with a jealous ex-old man you could run into. Sabrina was a blonde, blue-eyed cherub with perfect-sized, smooth, firm globes on both her breast and bottom, with the most incredible sparkling eyes, heart-stopping smile, exuberant laugh, and the voice of an angel. It was difficult for many people not to get hard-ons when she was around. Megan threw a tantrum less than an hour into it, and she wasn't getting enough attention. I hadn't even fucked either of them yet, and had only made them come a few times. I think what she was pissed about was that I was only cranking her cunt with my fingers and making Sabrina sing with my tongue, and I wasn't getting into Megan's mouth to kiss her often enough. I'm sure that's the fucking issue. Oh, God. That's awful. Okay, there's a video I'm supposed to play. Let's see. I have a way of doing this. Give me a second. I have to fuck around. I was worried that Cotton Eye Joe was going to start playing again. But that's not really a problem. That's a blessing. I should just play that whenever things get too bad so that we can have some Cotton Eye Joe to lighten the mood. Alright, where's that video? Is this it? No, that's the Shoutpocalypse. Bob Chandler, The Chimp Out Chronicles. Oh, here we go. Sorry, this is the wrong one. Let's go back to this one. Firefox Audio. And let's load it up. Alright, this is edited a little bit. I've not seen this, so we're watching this together as friends on the internet. Yeah, I get it.
I landed on Venice Beach in about, it gets foggy because I was actually not, I was trying to find work and had work for a while, and then all of a sudden I just couldn't get in anywhere.
Cut it up for you guys.
82 to 84, I was on Venice Beach. It's the winter of 1982.
Every time I hear the name Venice Beach, I get scared because I know something's up.
On a 1980 Pontiac Phoenix. Now at this time, I have been just busking and living out of my car. I'm sleeping in the car, or mostly, and busking, and I met.
When I hear busking, I think of him playing the recorder and dying.
I was at the Dudley Pagoda, blowing my horn, and this little mulatto child, about 4 years old, come bebopping, and her mom was watching her, and they're there for quite some time, and it's almost sunset and time to quit, and she invited me home. The home was a little walk down into an apartment on Navy Street, the corner of Navy and Pacific. There's one room with a closet and a loft and a kitchen. And we're sitting there, and it's time to put the kid to bed, and she comes up and says, "You gonna sleep with my mother tonight?" So, wow, we hadn't really gone there yet. But I did, and we did, and she's had me stay with her, and going around West LA, Hollywood, with a young man, kind of take an Elwood kind of situation. He was a guitar and keyboard player, and I was playing horn, singing, and dancing. And we were backing people up, and that's how I met Sabrina. Was that she was a punk rocker's girlfriend. This was a girl who'd run away from abusive UCLA professor parents. They lived in Westwood, and she'd bug out on them. From the time she was 9 years old, I met her when she was about 14. She's been sexually active since she was about 13. She was living with this punk rocker that me and my partner were backing up. And we knew she was underage. And she's a gorgeous and very talented girl. Very bright and very wise, very mature for her age mentally,
Oh,
as well
jeez.
as physically. And she didn't you know, there was no abuse there. What happened was very common in the music industry, especially on the fringe, and very often with girls much younger and much less willing. And she'd been living with Raymond for a while, and then they broke up.
And just to pause it real quick, if it keeps, I'm watching chat. If it's still stuttering after a while, I will pause the stream just a moment to adjust the quality to downplay it, because I don't know what's been up with my internet connection for the last few days.
And came to stay with me and my partner at the moment, who was about a 26-year-old welfare mama with a mulatto baby girl, 4-year-old, sleeping in the closet, and Sabrina was sleeping up in the loft above the kitchen. And one evening I come in after busking, and there were Sabrina and Megan going at it. And
So the mother of one was with this fucking chick
it was
too.
over in minutes because I was paying too much attention to Sabrina. And what happened was Megan decided that she'd rather not have me there because, I was in between her and what she wanted sexually. She was used to just getting boned by a black guy because, wake up, bitch. That's a different story. She's I'm much more like into, we called it mountain foreplay, lots of foreplay, hours and hours of foreplay, and then when you're going, don't quit. Not just like chimpanzees in 15 seconds. And nothing I wrote about details of this is very true. Because, my mouth did not get south of her breasts.
He changes
My
that story,
hand
by the
did
way.
not get into her vagina. That's as far as it went. And there was this gay dude who was staying up in the loft too. Anyway, she decided she wanted me out of there, and dude laid hands on me, and I almost killed him. Simple as that. Dude tried to forcefully evict me, and it was like, that ain't happening, pal. And I almost put my fingers through his eyeballs. And they called the cops, and I went to jail, and that was it. End of story. For years, this is a piece of my life. And for years, nobody made any big deal out of it until these alt-right weirdos got hold of it.
All right, that's the end of that video. Basically, yeah, he doesn't attest that there's anything wrong with it. And do give me a moment. I'm just gonna drop the output for the video real quick. Again, I need to inject more Cotton Eye Joe into the stream, because if we don't have Cotton Eye Joe, this is gonna get even more depressing. I think people are gonna get madder at this than the finger bang in the fucking 15-year-old. Okay, I think did the YouTube stream not come up? Because I see Stream Me is working fine. Sorry, I'm terrible at everything that I do. Oh, I did accidentally finish it. I thought I could. Oh wow, I can't believe I did that. That's actually really frustrating. Sorry. I've never done that before. I just wanted to drop the settings a little bit, and it completely fucked up. Oh well. So let's start this stream up right. The second stream, the new stream. Let's talk about dead dogs, because that's where we're going with this, I guess. The other thing that people give him tons of shit for is not just Sabrina. It is the fact that he finger blast his dog. And here is that. The story. Yeah, I know it's a little bit fucked. Sorry about that. Here's the dog was giving me a boner story. What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Why it's almost like being in hell, i.e., now I'm going nuts. I need to talk to a human. My folks aren't answering, and this is a bad hour for calling my friends. I just met one of the neighbor's new dogs, and she was a young, uncut Dobie, I guess a Doberman, who was almost a spitting image of Lady, who was the dog that he fucked before. Lady was a little stockier, and her ears and snout were different. But she was Dobie color, and a lot of people mistook her for one. So anyways, I'm standing there talking to her, and let her sniff me, and Mr. Woody starts to think, this one looks like her love tunnel. Might be fun to do some drilling, and wants me to let him get ready for work. I'm like, not a chance, fella. Sure, I masturbate my bitches, but that's for them, not for me. There may be some nerves down there, but unlike men, my dick is in my pants, not inside my skull. And I'm not personally aroused by anything but hot chicks. And most of them look like I wish I looked like. Oh, he says he wants to be like the hot chicks. Or the stereotype petite brown-eyed girl. It's standard practice, actually, among this sort of working dog and their masters. Lady was real strange and was always trying to get her best friends to give her noogies. Whack her pee-pee. What the fuck? Probably because she felt like she was working for all of us and not just me, which is the reasoning behind the practice. That bitch isn't going to let anyone come near somebody who gets her off trying to hurt them. All right. Let me make sure that the stream is actually working again. It is. Okay. Yeah, okay, so this is him fucking his dog, apparently. Or not fucking it, sorry, that's the wrong word. Finger blasting it. And after listening to this, you might think, like, oh, wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be fantastic if somebody shot this guy? Not that I would ever encourage violence. Not that I would ever want somebody to shoot Tommy Tooter, but I do have good news.
Shots fired.
He did get shot. I can't confirm. He did get fucking shot at some point. He was homeless and ruffling around in some people's trash, and somebody shot him. I think he got shot in the liver. This is the article for the shooting. He's not dead, and it's not a happy ending. Don't get too excited there. The shooting of a transient and threats of further violence shocked Venice this week as residents of the fractious beach community continue to square off over the emotional issues of the homeless. Los Angeles police said that Thomas J. Wasserberg, 33, who lives at the beach encampment at the foot of his Rose Avenue, was shot in the spleen on Monday afternoon while foraging for food in an alley at Sunset Court near the beach. Wasserberg is unfortunately in fair condition at the UCLA Medical Center. Police have no leads and are investigating the shooting as an attempted murder, according to Captain Vance Proctor. At the St. Joseph Center on Rose Avenue, meanwhile, an anonymous caller has twice threatened to destroy a building that the charity group hopes to use as a food service center for the homeless. Rhonda Meister, St. Joseph's director, said the messages were left on an answering machine. The caller said if we proceeded with the acquisition of the building, it wouldn't be standing when we moved into it. Meister added that St. Joseph's Center takes the threat very seriously since an unidentified person firebombed another building. And I'll skip ahead. Police do not know if there's a link between the Wasserberg shooting and the threats of violence directed at St. Joseph Center. Wasserberg had been interviewed by the Times for a story on the homeless that was published earlier this year. The term homelessness is vicious propaganda. The tan and extremely gaunt, Wasserberg said at the time. America is everybody's home. Do we need more rednecks? Tan and extremely gaunt. All right. This is him talking about it. The shot was a Silence 22, hardly the weapon for somebody to defend their trash with. As I later told, the order was to hurt but not kill me. Yeah, pro tip, if you're going to shoot somebody, don't use a 22 and don't silence it. You want some stopping power to get the homeless to fuck off. The shot was perfect, entering between the ribs from the left rear. It bounced off a rib, nicking my spleen and lodging in an adipose pad near my spine. I wasn't even sure I had been hit by anything more than a BB until I started getting woozy from internal bleeding. I went to the home of a minor Hollywood personality, Pete Kastner, who was a friend, and he and his wife, Jenny, got me to the hospital. The spleen and bleeders were repaired, and I had a whole lot more pain from the surgery than the bullet. So that's an interesting little tidbit, the bullet thing, because as it turns out, there's a little bit more to the story than he's saying. I think there's two things. Before we get off the topic of Venice Beach, somebody has sent me a clip. The Yawning Sneasel did. I do have the clip of the Facebook post, and I'll go ahead and get that up right now. Tommy Jane Wasserberg. Oh, that's the Two-Spirit name. Oh, I should read the letter first. My bad. I did not have that one ready to go. I do have it on my desktop. This is a letter that Tommy wrote, actually, to the newspaper in 1979. Open letter to Venice merchants. And I think this is after he got shot. You cry out to the police for help in ridding your neighborhood of people whose only crime is that they refuse to lease your properties at those preposterous prices or to have any use whatever for the greasy food and schlocky dreck you peddle up and down the stand. You demand law and order because you feel threatened by the proliferation of aggressive panhandlers and mentally unstable people who leave their bodily waste in your yards. How could you ever discern between their turds and the feces of the monstrous dogs you all seem to own? We'll never know. What the fuck? You fear for the safety of your children and property because hordes of drug abusers have descended on your community. You should have seen this grim reality looming when you first invested in Venice, replacing nicotine, caffeine, and alcohol-addicted moderate-income families with more upscale substance abusers and their attendant lines of supplies. You have known then that more drugs always attracts more drug abusers, and not all addicts are capable of meeting the demands of a black market economy without committing additional crimes. Therefore, if you truly wish to rid the streets of degenerate junkies, tweakers, and freaks, we sincerely recommend that you start by flushing the more affluent junkies, tweaks, and peaks from inside your own properties. You scream, and your screams are hushed to a whisper when you indulge the illegal in illegal substances or cheat on your sales taxes. We never see anyone running for the cops when you lease undocumented space or evict tenants for flimsy causes that just so you can turn the rents up some more. Nobody blows any whistles when you drive your cars and trucks on Oceanfront Walk or dump your trash in city cans. And there is a deathly silence as you pay cheap, alien labor, undeclared cash, or run your drug profits through the store's books. Instead, we see you in arrogant defiance of the law, playing public servants to look the other way, while you and your tenants commit high crimes and misdemeanors. That's a big fucking gap. High crimes and misdemeanors. Isn't high crime like fucking treason? Whatever. And using the police as if they were on your own payroll to swoop on anyone too loud or too scruffy to blend into your upscale aesthetic. This is not your neighborhood. It is our neighborhood. You are not trying to preserve anything but your right to make money at the expense of our richly textured community. So what if you live in a house you bought here 10 or 15 years ago? Big, hairy deal. You've hardly lived here long enough to even qualify as a local. In case your vision of Venice gentrified has blinded you to the historically documented fact, this town, by design, a working-class resort community, and your programs of redevelopment have been displacing people who have raised family here for 50 years and longer. There is nothing ostentatious, I actually pronounced that right, about Venice, and there never was. Your high glitz Jimmy's polyester Mercedes jacuzzi image of Venice is a grave insult to the Abbot Kinney and everyone who was ever born in Venice, bogeyed in Venice, or passed out of this world from Venice. You have neither the moral right nor the legal right to legislate changes to this community strictly to make it suit your tastes. Most of us who are not native Venetians migrated here because we were enchanted by the rich milieu as it is. Had we desired to live in a more exclusive beach community, we would have moved to Newport Beach or Malibu. So please, for the sake of justice, the general peace of our town, clean up your own acts. Quit sniveling and either blend or bug out. By Tommy. I think this gets a response from one of the people. It's kind of weird. Tommy has been getting trolled for decades, and he's been getting trolled by old people. So this is a kind of a recent Facebook post from Tommy describing the letter to the editor, published and written November 1987. The day after it came out, there was a fight between two of the Coke Street dealers that I ended up getting arrested behind. And he did get arrested. I do have a, let's bring that up real quick. I do have his arrest record somewhere. There we go. Basically just for, oh, this was from 2018. Oh, geez, I got pranked. I thought this was going to be a historical arrestment. My routine was well known. That was one of my favorite dumpsters because Peter Norton dumped classified documents and bootable floppies into it. Oh, that's the thing. He thinks he got shot by the CIA. Just so you know, his twin spirits told him, I think. Everyone knew who shot me, and it was much more than dope dealers shooting me because I was homeless, Christian, white. Shotzi's master was almost run down by a speeding car on OFW, asking too many questions. I gavolt. Oh, geez, we're going to get some 1488s in chat over that. Oh, no, wait. Avi Gialt, not I gavolt. An attorney who sent out his investigator on it and told me I was rattling the wrong cages and couldn't help. And Jenny Kastner, somebody from that era, says, if it was across the street from us, then why did you come to our back door? It was across the alley from us, another block away, and the only other house in the neighborhood with bars on the windows. You told us you had been looking for food. After you were taken to the hospital, Peter and I walked over there. Board and Olive even confirmed it when he came in to organize the meditation process. I wasn't sure that I had been shot for a while and continued to up and down your alley. I started to feel woozy and went to your back door. I was fresh out of jail and looking for food for me and Lady, which is the dog. And this is the Jenny that he mentions in the post as being the affluent person who lets him in, who's saying that he's full of shit. But he did get shot. It's in the newspaper. Okay. So that's him getting shot. Everybody's happy. I'll just play this again.
Shots fired.
That's good. I'm gonna get fucking UGM'd again. One last sad thing to show you, and then I'll bring on some guests, assuming my internet connection does not absolutely fucking shit itself. I'll turn off my background. Maybe that helps. No sound. Oh, I am so sorry. Thank you for telling me. Let's see, all-purpose media player, live audio. Okay, we're good.
Wow, that's a hell of a way to start my morning. Wow. So let me get this right. You came to me, you asked me to help create a music video, which is what I did. You simply didn't like it. You gave me no parameters, you gave me no information at all, except
I'll let
for
her
the
talk for a
song
little
you wanted
bit,
to use.
then
That
I'll
was
explain.
it. Beyond all that, it was left up to my creative talents to create what I made. And you didn't like it. So we got into an argument. I fucking moved on. I blocked your ass. I left you alone. I don't fucking come out here to Facebook or the YouTube, you know, with a fake name and then start tracking people down because they said things I just don't fucking like. Are you serious, dude? What are we taking me to court for? You're the one who's fucking following me around. You're the one who is stalking me in YouTube some 5 months after our fucking argument. So if it was causing some kind of immediate harm or damage or something, maybe you should have said something at the time. But you didn't. You used me. You used me and you used my fucking skills, and when you didn't like what was fucking produced, you fucking argued with me. Then you started telling me, I want this and that and that. But prior to actually creating this video, you gave me nothing, no parameters, just the song. That's it. That's all you gave me. And let's be really clear here, people. I'm not being paid for any of this. This is not something that I do to make money. It's, fuck, my channel doesn't make money. But you as a professional should know better than to come and harass the fucking new guys on the block. Dude, I left you alone because of your insanity. Because of your fucking nutsoid aspect of the way you fucking came at me after you, I don't like it, after you freaked out over the video. I said, fuck this, and blocked your stupid ass. Well, guess what? I've done it again out here, too, because I'm not going to listen to any more of this bullshit. I'm fucking done with this crap.
Let me just go ahead and pause it there. I don't know her name. If you want to draw, if somebody wants to tell me in Discord, she at this point in this video, I'm pretty sure in this video, she is actually currently suffering from a terminal illness. So she's at the end of her life, and she's doing music videos. Tommy's tutor is apparently harassing her over a network of sock accounts he's created to get around her blocking him, and is, you know, threatening her with litigation, threatening her with the police, just being a complete fucking nuisance, right? And she ends up killing herself. So to cap it off, we've got a pedophile dog fucker cyberbully who has a bigger kill count than the Kiwi Farms in actuality. He has killed more people through direct harassment than the Kiwi Farms in its entirety has. And now he's like 70. He's really fucking old. And his entire life is being bullied by old people. I showed some clips from a message board. It's called, I don't want to give the name away because I don't know if they want new users. I don't post on it. I don't know them. But there are a bunch of guys, for old guys, Tommy's age, who were 419 eaters back in the day, back in the Usenet era. He's been getting fucked with since 1999, he says. And the people involved just relentlessly mock him for being a monster. And his entire life is consumed by this back and forth with these people. So let me play you an example of some of the content they create that I find funny. At least I find most of it funny. There's one part I don't find funny. And when that happens, don't yell at me. I didn't make this.
Tucson, Tucson, Tucson.
Oh, wait.
Are you having
It
trouble?
doesn't fit. Fit in the fucking screen, you asshole. There we go. That's right. That's right.
Buying gemstones at affordable prices. So are we, which is why we don't deal in any of those. At Tommy Tooter's Daycare Dog Grooming and Gem Emporium, we only deal in the finest silicates. That's plastic for you mouth breathers, and other fine quality stones such as moissanite, fire-colored rocks, blue things, this giant green piece of shit that's been a paperweight for like 8 years now, and holland, blue, agate. Need time to browse? We are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Drop off the kids while you shop, and one of our many transient neighbors will watch them while you feed my PayPal. Does your dog need a haircut or a quick wank? Professional dog groomers are waiting to give your pooch the happy ending it deserves. Bad credit or no credit is
Press
not
F.
a problem because we don't have card readers. Bring cash or your finest primo Mexican kush and let's make a deal. Our stones are board certified that they have been certifiably cut and laid on an old wooden board where I used to keep my television. Right now we're having a blowout sale. Everything must go because none of it will go at normal prices. We're practically giving it away because it's worth less than nothing. At Tommy Tooter's Daycare Dog Grooming and Gem Emporium, there's no such thing as a bad deal unless you're a part of the military-industrial complex. And in that case, we've already filed a tort against you and you need an appointment. I'm calling the police. Get away from me, please.
What the fuck?
Come on down at Tommy Tooter's in Tucson, Arizona, 85179. Who wants to feel my boobs?
Perfect. Let me fix chat again. I think Stream Me got cucked. Restream chat, you're killing me. I want the Stream Me people to have the good times, but you're fucking with them. I blame you. Blame you for this. Where is it? Oh, geez, I have so many things up. Here we are. Okay, let's take this down. Is there anything else? I think there's another video I should be watching. What's this? Oh, geez. I think this is the clip. Tommy really doesn't like the Kiwi farms and has called the police on the Kiwi farms at least a couple times. There is one. He likes to stream himself too. He's a live streamer. He streams to an audience of like 4 people, just smoking pot and zoning out and throwing up on himself. Hold up. I mentioned it. I didn't put this in the montage, so I have to put it up just for Yawning Sneasel, who is watching this, who's with us in spirit and mind. There it is. There it is. That's the good stuff that's going to get me kicked off of the YouTube. Here, wait, hold up. Let me... There we go. Oh, that's perfect. I like to do modern art when I stream. I like to assemble my shots on the fly so everybody can get nice and comfy as we do things live. There we go. Don't need any chat. Don't need Discord callers. Don't need the Stream Me thing. Just need this. Okay. Let's play this now.
I think I've kind of hit the midway point in transition. About more than half the people are seeing me as female these days, which is really feels good when people just name me and yes, girl. Yeah, okay, yeah. At this point, Lieutenant Turner, Captain Duffy, Jason Winsky, and
this is as
Captain
loud
Duffy,
as it goes. I'm
Matthew
sorry.
Golden, and Jason Winsky, and please do not call me sir. Sir. Do not call me sir, ma'am. I need emergency restraining orders immediately. Are you guys going to do it?
That would be something you'd need to speak to TPD about, or actually.
They're non-communicative about it. I'm calling you before. Now they hear me out, please.
No, we do not do that here.
You're going to be facing me if I have to file, please, ma'am. May I speak to the person I'm going to have to? I'm filing against you if I have to file.
He's yelling at the first responders, by the way.
Tucson Police, Westside Substation.
I'm calling to demand an emergency restraining order on Facebook, YouTube, and another messageboard.com and kiwifarms.net today, or I'm
There it
gonna go do
is. Why did the audio stop?
Tucson Police Department.
I do not want to talk to another answering machine. I'm going to talk to a real police officer today, or I'm going to talk to a judge.
Okay, I hear your concern. I do not have anybody right here in front of me to speak to you.
Well, you can call some. You can put me on hold and find somebody to take the call, young lady.
Jesus.
This is Lieutenant Turner.
Oh, yay. Thanks for picking up the phone, Lieutenant Turner. Let me warn you that we are live streaming.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to live stream our conversation on wherever we're live streaming to.
Oh, I'm not going to cut off the live stream, ma'am. I'm demanding an emergency restraining order against this particular individual and all the people hosting him and his associates.
Oh
These
God,
are
you talking about
crimes,
me?
ma'am. This is not a civil matter. This is not a civil matter. I'm going to walk into that station and you all are going to fill out a police report and I'm going to stay there and watch you act on it. Or I'm going to the court first. Which is it going to be, ma'am?
Well, I'm not sure what you want to go to the court for.
To light a fire under you to do a real organized cybercrime investigation behind what I'm bringing to you.
Okay, but you have to file a police report to do that.
I have filed dozens of police reports, ma'am. And nothing has happened. All that happens is there are 4 falsified petitions demanding psychiatric evaluation. Even the dispatcher tried to route me to Winsky. You and I, Miss Turner, are going to either meet at the station or meet at the courthouse. Which is it going to be? I don't have time to mess around with this anymore. Take your pick. Okay, well, I'll drag you there, ma'am. I will have you ordered there. Good day. Are you happy that I'm angry? Are you making money from me being angry? Because you're going to spend at least 10 years in prison for your efforts. Fuck you.
All right, I got something good coming up. I got something good. I took the time while that was playing. I was kind of quiet because I was doing something. I'm a busybody. I was busy, and I got something together. Hopefully, I censored it correctly. I'm very bad at the censoring. I'm not used to that. But oh geez, I think I got it. Where'd you go? There we go. Okay, let me just blow this up so I can read it. Okay, to me, Cloudflare received a DMCA copyright infringement regarding Tommy Jane Wazerberg, copyright holder's name, Tommy Jane Wazerberg, reported URL, his thread. Original work. This thread and every other one on that site consists of images and videos stolen from the subjects under discussion. This constitutes invasion of privacy by misappropriation, defamation under false light, and a number of other civil violations. The hosts of such a site face a potential liability exposure if they refuse to remove the infringed media without a court order. All the images and videos in that thread were created by me and originally posted to either his Facebook, his other Facebook, or his YouTube channel. The members of the site are accused of harassing their victims to the point of suicide. Wait, hold up. Do we need to go back? Do we need to go back to this, Tommy Tooter?
Way to start my morning.
do we need to? Because we can, you fucker. Oh, jeez.
So let me get this right. You came to me.
And, okay. Wait, hold up. I'm fucking up again. Yeah, there we go. I reply very professionally, LOL. And, he then CC's in a police officer. So this is now me, Tommy Tooter, and the police officer from Tucson, Arizona. And I will play it I will play his FBI fall. And he says, this is the owner of Kiwi Farm. Since cutting off contact with them, their activity defaming me has increased. I reply very professionally once again. I don't even know who you are besides a weirdo grandpa tranny who harasses me with knowingly false DMCA complaints sent under penalty of perjury. You've definitely never cut off contact with me. Matthew appears to be from the National Association of Search and Rescue, which is a nonprofit search and rescue organization for missing people. And I asked, what the fuck does search and rescue have to do with you? Are you lost? Do you even know this man, or are you just spamming with nonsense? Now, I was wrong. He was actually a policeman. He wasn't just a search and rescue guy. Tommy responds to me privately. There is nothing false about those DMCA complaints. Little misguided white supremacist pervert living in his mother's basement. Remove my media from your site immediately. You also need how to read loser. Matthew Golden is the Tucson Police Department detective investigating my criminal complaint against you. And then I point out, are you aware that Matthew is a member of the Tucson Mental Health Support Team? You CC'd in your designated tard wrangler. I hate to break it to you. God bless our police force, by the way. I don't know how you put up with this shit. Protect the thin blue line between me and this tranny. And he says, Mr. Golden, this is the owner of Kiwi Farms. Please do your job. I want no contact with this perverted white supremacist ass clown. We did not talk, by the way. I said, he offered to talk to me, and I said, no, I do not talk to the police. Because as we learned from Mad Dog, you don't talk to the police. Snitching is against the rules. Okay, I have another phone call that we're going to listen to. Oh, geez.
Not for the last time. I think I got it pretty well under control with the Tucson police and what's going on with them. I have 2 individuals in the company to complain about. And I think Tucson, at least the Tucson downtown operations people understand that. The sergeants understand it. Where Winsky's head's at, as I don't care at this point, because the sergeants will come with me to federal court if they won't make an arrest on Thursday. And now I'm going to talk to the FBI about it.
He's not lying, by the way. He will talk to the FBI about it. Come on, old man. Figure out how to use your telephone. I have to skip around.
You have reached the FBI's public access line. This call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance, investigative, or other purposes. For English, press 1. Para español, oprima 2. Please choose from the following options. If you wish to report online crime, email, token, or scam, press 1. If you wish to report suspicious activity that may be related to terrorism, press 2. If you wish to report a network intrusion matter or provide a tip on an FBI secret, press 3. If you wish to report public corruption, a civil rights violation, or white-collar crime, press 4. If you wish to report other federal violations falling under the FBI's investigative jurisdiction.
FBI, how can I help you?
Hello, FBI. I hope you will help me, sir. My name is Tommaso Wasserberg. I'm also known as Tommy Tooter.
Oh, people are encouraging me to skip to 6 minutes in. I do want to hear the entire conversation with the FBI.
I'm calling from...
What's your phone number, sir?
I'm a ma'am, if you would, please. Transgender female. Thank you. My phone number is 520-241-2776.
Don't fucking dox yourself on my stream, you
Yes, sir.
cunt.
520-241-2776.
Is he doing it again? You fucker! Shut the fuck up.
How can I help you tonight?
I wish to report. Actually, I wish to make a complaint of as the victim of a conspiracy for organized cyberbullying for fun and profit.
Okay.
3 individuals and 2 companies.
Okay, who's doing that?
The ringleader is a ring knocker from the Air Force Academy by the name of Tom Medara, Medara. He's Bellevue, Nebraska. The front company that they're working under is Spiros Information and Tech LLC in Sykesville, Maryland. His partner is one Addie Cloray in Frederick, Maryland, who is the owner of another messageboard.com, which is the troll base. Numerous other individuals I can name. I got just tons of data nobody will look at. I'll just stay off the sites. Sure, I'd be glad to, because the guys are sociopaths and very boring. And I just, they're stealing my media. They're creating imposters, all sorts of, the whole array, everything they can possibly do. Calls, trying to gaslight me. You know what I mean? I'm sure you've had plenty of these kinds of complaints. Those 2 individuals, that company, the third company is where they got the students organized. The ringleader of that, the owner is Joshua Moon.
Hi.
A company called Lolcow, LOLCOW, LLC. There are numerous other complaints. There supposedly is an investigation open on a complaint made by Greta Martella and Trans Lifeline. There's lots of other individuals.
Just give it a second. It's going to get good, I promise you. I just want to set the stage.
The Tucson police have been taking reports of the complaint for years. I have a disk in my machine that has apparently been partitioned, and I could only see half of it. What else? I could go on and on. Do you have a question, sir?
I don't have any questions. I will log this information in our database, okay?
No, it's not okay. Because there's going to be an event on the ground Thursday afternoon that I insist that the local Tucson FBI contact me beforehand to make arrangements to either to at least interrogate this man. He wants to have a meeting on the ground.
Did you call the local police?
Oh yeah, and I'm waiting for a call back on them, but I'm not holding my breath on anybody, boss.
All right. Well, thank you for this information.
Do you have a reference number for this call, sir?
I do not. You have to give
What the fuck kind of transparency does our government have anymore? You just flushing this down the toilet, son. Good luck on the last day. Fuck. Unbelievable. They don't identify themselves. They don't even have a reference number for the call. I'll put it in my database.
No, he ends it with the creepy smile,
I'm the
too.
crazy one.
Yeah, nigga, you fucking crazy.
Yeehaw.
Oh, jeez.
The downtown operations sergeants like me. I'm one of the local artists. This is a friendly town. Sparkles. Occupy this bitch. Namaste, motherfuckers.
It's time to get another copyright strike. Fuck the police.
Right about now, NWA quarters in full effect.
Okay. Oh, I think that's it. Do I have anything else that's really funny that I got on my desktop? I do have a ton of clips. I have shit where he's bouncing around. He's getting kicked out of places. Oh God, let's throw this out there. I didn't even see this. I don't know how. It's pretty funny though. I don't know if he threw that fish in that post or if the moderators did when they were making fun of him. It says, oh, he's making fun of somebody. It's like, dog masturbation is not uncommon. It is rare that the human is getting any sexual gratification. It's all for the sake of the dog. Male dogs are often milked for semen, I assure you. That it was a chore for me. And she could be pretty embarrassing demanding noogies from strangers, sticking her pussy right up in their face. Bestiality is not even illegal in all states, and dog masturbation is probably not listed in all the states as being, I guess, bestiality. Oh gosh. Let's see. I guess it's time. I guess it's time to take in the people who know more than I do. Wait, sorry, that's the wrong one. Wait, there's another video. Let's watch this. But Yawning and the other guy, Gook Choi, if you guys want to get ready, I'll pull you in after this video.
No masks! No guns! No assholes in the run! No mask! No guns!
Oh, there is one more video
assholes
after
in
this.
the run!
That's why you need to get out. You're an asshole.
Yeah, well then kiss it!
Oh, I forgot about
You're doing
this.
funny trying. Seriously, is that your age, your IQ, or your sperm count? Man, I've been at this since before you were born.
And your mind is just like an ant.
Hey, decolonize your mind.
Yes! Wonderful!
I don't know what all this is. This is too edited. But wait, is there more after this? No, this is just silly stuff.
Yeah, I didn't hit you.
Oh wait, here we go. I think he hit somebody and recorded it.
You're lucky I didn't hit
What
you.
needs to happen?
You're lucky I didn't hit
Exactly
you.
that
You're lucky I didn't hit you.
Get some fucking assistance.
Apparently he was a part of Occupy Wall Street for a little bit, and he got kicked out of Occupy Wall Street because he kicked a baby out of a stroller. I don't know what the deal with that is, but okay, one more thing, and then I'll definitely pull in some my buddies to help me with this, to help me navigate this. So, some of you will recognize this voice.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Hello?
Yes, who's calling, please?
Who is this?
Who are you calling?
This is who?
I'm getting a call from somebody I've never gotten a call from in Virginia who's not identifying themselves. What can I do for you? You're being broadcast. You're being broadcast live. You called into a broadcast studio.
A broadcast studio. Fuck off.
I said you called into a broadcast studio that's streaming live right now. Would you like to say, who's calling, please, and who are you looking to speak to?
You think I am?
I have no idea.
I'm Robert Chandler.
Who the hell is Robert Chandler?
I live in Rutgers, Virginia.
Uh-huh. And why should I know you? Who are you calling?
I was born in Fort Worth.
Yeah, well, do you know whose phone did you just call?
This is.
I've never heard of you.
I don't want to spoil it yet.
Why are you calling this number?
No, you can't help me. You call me.
No, I didn't.
Well, that's all I did was answer my telephone.
How about that? Somebody called you and patched it to my phone. What a lovely little prank. My name is Tommy Tooter. I'm a performing artist and a stone cutter. and I stream live at YouTube. You'll find my channel, Tommy Tooter. So tell me, Robert Chandler, in Virginia, who's originally from Fort Worth. I'm originally from Chicago, living in Tucson right now. I'm an artist. And somebody's messing with you. Is somebody messing with you on the internet at all?
I don't know.
Well, if you've been getting messed with the way I get messed with on the internet, you know you've been messed with on the internet.
Oh, geez, Rob would have no
I
idea.
didn't tell you, but I'm trying to explain how these people do it.
Oh,
There is no internet.
oh, go ahead. I have some understanding. If you know the exact protocols you're using, please go ahead. Share it with my listeners.
They have a program in their computer which allows them to dial numbers in what countries and put in as a caller ID any particular telephone number they want to. And this is a system made up that's called spoofing. As I understand from the police and everybody. SPOOFING.
Oh yeah, I'm following. Have you got any active police and people that what
He's
I'm
asking the
finding
soundboard
is
for
that,
fucking help with the police.
unless the gang of cyber criminals is causing greater than $1 million damage or some real physical harm, that people are really endangered by what they're doing, if the feds don't have the manpower to even look at it.
What?
They have $1 million. They have $1 million threshold on financial harm, and I don't know what their thresholds are on actual physical harm is, but they have one. And there's very little. I mean, there's nothing these trolls are doing that qualify for federal attention. Nothing.
The federal government knows about it, but they
Oh,
don't
sure. And they're letting Joshua Connor Moon run around loose
geez.
and let that site stay up. Now, the cumulative effect, the sum total of the damage being done by Kiwi farms and Kiwi farmers is
Kiwi
much
farmers.
greater than the federal threshold. Now, I've spoken with some of their victims, or their targets. Let's call them targets. The only ones who are victims who allow themselves to be victimized. But I've spoken with some of their targets where, one of them talks about how she's been driven into the hospital 7 times and actually tried to commit suicide once because of them.
I'm sorry.
Pardon me?
I'm sorry. That's right. You're being a victim of the internet people that persecute people.
Well, they've made the internet totally lawless. The FCC.
This is actually pretty good.
I lost
soundboard.
50 computers between 1999 and 2006 to malware attacks on the pair game networks. And there was nothing anybody would do about it.
Oh, hold up. Let me fix the chat real quick. I'm sorry for interrupting this, but if I switch off, it would just mute the sound.
Local cops, the carriers, it was coming from the server farms downtown. I had a broadband home network that couldn't communicate with the global network because it was too far from the nearest repeater. Try to imagine yourself, put a garden hose in your mouth and open it up full. That's what they were pouring down on my computer, because it was it could receive the broadband signal, but it couldn't send nothing back broadband. It had to go up the fucking 56K modem. So that would just burn out the hardware.
Okay.
Yeah, there's too much voltage coming in, and they wouldn't let enough voltage go up the line, and it just it fried the motherboards, fried components on the motherboards, where graphic adapters and shit like that on the motherboards, graphic controllers.
I heard a lot of stuff, and most of it is a bunch of trash. Okay, some kind of screwy thing going on.
Oh, I watched it all evolve, I remember like in 1999, 2000, there was some crazy site, Rosetta Stone, something or other. And there was one link that one link that if you clicked on it, it gave your computer, it told your computer's power circuit to break. And just bam, you click on that link, bam, your whole computer was gone. It just clicked off the power. Because what happened is, the internet was evolved from the defense, Advanced Research Projects Agency or something like that.
Good story, Tommy.
And when it went public, when Al Gore discovered it, what really happened is Congress went and sold it. It's supposed to belong to the people. We were supposed to be able to log on to it. Just all we had to do was pay the fucking line charge, and we were supposed to be able to log on the internet. But no, that was Bloomberg. The billionaire buckaroos fucking us around. Good old Bloomberg decided that we should really pay a fee to an internet service provider, and he and that Steve Case character and Mark Andreessen, James Barksdale and that Netscape, that was Netscape and Mozilla. Andreessen went and ran off from the University of Illinois supercomputing school, or whatever the fuck they call it, National Center for Supercomputing, something or other, and at Champaign-Urbana. He was like he might have even been the project leader on the Mosaic development, and now it's supposed to go to the public domain, but no, they ran off and fucked with it for Mozilla, and it got hijacked by Microsoft for the Explorer.
That's right.
And then you want to go really into the deep history is QDOS. You ever heard of that? Yeah. About the 50 grand they paid to the engineer to tweak it a little bit to make it so they could go take it to IBM to sell it as MS-DOS. Yeah, about the $300 or something like that they paid to the retail store that was named Microsoft in Seattle.
That's right.
Do you know about the code they were picking out of the garbage cans at Harvard or Washington? They're a bunch of fucking sleazebags, man. Allison's just as bad as Gates and Allen.
Look at how happy he is to be having social interaction for once.
And they just took it, and now they're selling it to us, and they're fucking our lives up with it.
Okay.
I'm just curious, if you didn't call me and I didn't call you, who the fuck patched this together?
I don't know. I didn't call the number. My phone rang. I didn't call you.
You did. My phone rang with your number incoming, and your phone rang with my number incoming. Somebody patched us. That's easy. If you guys, that's a real easy one. I don't know how they do it. I quit. Look, and my family is part of the evolution. We're electrical and electronic engineers for 100 years, and patching us is easy if you got the right software. Just call the two phones from the operator.
The telephone company knows about this.
Well, I'm going to report it to my carrier too. That we had like, hey, what the fuck? Why did this happen? So, have you ever actually, you sound like you're studied in it. What?
He
but
sounds
you've
like
never
he's
been harassed by
studied
the trolls?
I don't know.
Oh no, you'd know if you were getting harassed by trolls. You'd know. They just are too obvious. I mean, what do you do on the internet?
Let me explain something to you.
Shoot, talk to me. You called me. And there's a talk show. There's folks listening. There's 9 people in the audience.
9 people.
Go for it.
I have a lot of Cherokee relatives that live in your state also.
Say again, please.
I have a lot of Cherokee relatives that live in your state also.
In Arizona. So are you Cherokee?
What?
Yeah.
Full blood, mixed blood?
I'm a Texan now.
Go for it.
I'm a Texan.
Oh, you're a Texas Cherokee.
Yes.
Cool. But you're in Virginia now.
Yeah.
Cool. What's
I'm
your
hoping
trade?
Bob chews him out by the end of this. I'm hoping for a bomb.
I'm 82 years old.
So you're finished trading. You're just hanging out, right? So what did you want to tell us about? So you don't do post much, you comment much, you just hanging out looking at stuff and
The dongas, 10 tutors. That sounds right.
Oh,
what? What then? Talk to us.
I have a cousin who lives in Tulsa.
Uh-huh.
I know other people that were born in Fort Worth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'll
Well, what's that got to do with
cap it off with
the
something. Come on,
internet,
soundboard. Don't leave me hanging.
intrusions into our lives? What did you want to talk to about that?
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm gonna say goodbye.
You
Have a nice
ruined
day.
it. I think Bob does yell at the trolls.
I heard the giggling in the background. Fuck you, boys. You're not very good at it.
They went on for like 13 fucking minutes. What do you mean they're not good at it? Fuck you. Buzzkill McGee. Alright. Alright. I do have Gook Choi, who is one of the big trolls who has been maintaining the legacy of Tommy Tooter in the current year. Gook Choi. Are you there?
I am here. Thank you for having me on.
Are you like in a car? You're very loud in the background.
I am. Apologize. 1 second.
Would you like run out to like the 7-Eleven? Oh, there's Sneasel too. Perfect. Sneasel, say something.
Hello?
Hi. You're not
What's
in a
up?
car, so that's better. We're off to a good start.
Alright, I apologize. I'm here.
So you guys, how long have you been following Tooter? Because he's been around for fucking forever.
Me personally, I started following him last year, around June or August.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're fine.
You know what? I'm in the...
You're cutting out though. I don't know. I think that's you. I don't think that's me. So you've only been following him for a year. Are you the ones who does the videos?
Yeah, I basically took every single one of his videos, I chop them all up, and I upload them to YouTube under the fictitious media site Millennial Turkeys, which he believes is a media conglomerate run by Russians.
Well, the Kiwi Farms is basically a media conglomerate run by a fake Russian at this point.
Oh yeah, we're all part of the same conglomerate. We're all interconnected.
Perfect.
We're part of the same cabal.
I've adjusted my life to fit the lore of my life a little bit better. What is the name of the video series? Because it's like RAT-WM is the acronym.
Yeah, the name of the video series is called Rage Against the Washing Machine. It started off as just clips. It didn't have any real form or function to it, but if you start from like the beginning and move on, I kind of fashioned them after the TV show Arrested Development. So you'll hear a lot of Arrested Development music. There's a lot of Easter eggs associated with Arrested Development just because I like that show, but also because Tom is dumb. And he makes it easy to splice things together. And so that's what I do is I don't have to.
I noticed with the one where he's talking about Sabrina that it seems to be multiple conversations, but they fit together almost kind of seamlessly.
Yeah, the reason for that is he likes to talk about that incident in his life all the time, unprovoked. So if you actually go to his actual YouTube page, you can actually find those individual videos. Most of them are like between 10 and 30 minutes. But what I did was I condensed it down to basically one story because he says the same story over and over. But what he tries to do is he tries to excuse the behavior. So what he does is he won't admit that he had sexual contact with a minor because there was mitigating circumstances. So those
Hold on,
mitigating.
Tom's calling me.
Well, can you get him
go
on
for it.
Discord? Can you get him on Discord?
He does have a Discord. It's unknown if he will actually join Discord. But if he sees this, he'll chimp out.
Well, you know, he's welcome to deny these allegations of fucking children and dogs and killing people if he would like to.
Well, to be honest, what he gets mad about is he says that we take things out of context, but in reality, all we do is we repost his videos back at him. And
well,
doing
the
that
post I
is
read from
taking
the
out
AMB where he's basically just like, yeah, I fucked this. I got into bed with him and I fucked him. Like, I don't know. I guess because he thinks there's no penetration with like his dick.
Because he wrote that. He made that up. That's what he's saying. He's saying, oh, I exaggerated on that. But then he'll go on video and he'll record himself.
It's like a 5-paragraph essay. He didn't make it up.
Right, exactly. He keeps repeating the same facts over and over.
Oh,
but
Tom's pissed off.
Well, if the motherfucker, what's his phone number? I'll call him on Hangouts, and I'll talk to him for a little bit, and I'll bring you back in if
520.
Oh, paste it in the backstage.
Yeah, no problem. Give me just 1 second. But he just called me. He was demanding that I inform him of what my real name is.
It's Yanni Sneasel.
This is Glarius Blorkinskaya.
It's Yawning Sneasel. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, Yawning Sneasel's the best.
Yeah, I'll call him
All
right
right, so I went ahead and added that.
All right.
So what are we talking about?
Sabrina.
Yeah, let me call him, and if he does pick up, I'll drop out of the Discord real quick, and you guys can listen in and chime in through text if
Sounds
there's
good.
something I'm missing. But I don't know if he'll actually.
Oh, he was basically just asking me where it's located, and I actually sent him the link. I don't know why it is that he was asking me where it was located, other than he wanted some sort of response out of me.
Probably because he's recording it himself.
That's fine. He can.
Oh yeah, he's probably doing a live stream on Facebook or something like that.
You guys can stream snipe me all you want. Pick up. No, you want to, motherfucker.
You know, you're talking about a lot of different things in the stream today.
You got the machine. You know what to do.
One thing that you forgot was the story of Tom actually falling down a mountain.
Tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished
Wait, hold
recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Tommy, you fucking pussy, call me back. All right, sorry. What was that?
Oh, I was just bringing up one of the stories that you forgot to mention was the story of Tom falling down a mountain.
What?
Yeah, he was chasing a dog and broke his face on the side of a ridge.
Well, basically what happened was like he was up
Was
in
he
a
trying to
mountain.
fuck it? Is that why the dog was running away?
Yes, he was trying to.
And ever since then, he's had a bite plate in his jaw. Really irritated because of that. And this is one of those times right now, so he's super aggravated. And to deal with the pain, one of the things he does is he takes heroin.
He takes heroin?
Yes.
Heroin.
What? Since when? I thought he only smoked the reefer, the kush.
No, he takes heroin because taking other opioids, it makes him nauseous, so he won't take those. So instead, he'll do that. Clothes oil on his gums and stuff like that. But yeah, he likes to take heroin to be able to deal with the pain.
I mean, honestly, there are so many facets of Tom as a lolcow. It's almost impossible to cover it under one stream. But if you have any specific questions regarding his religious beliefs, his health, his art, whatever, I'm totally open and ready to explain.
Well, we saw The Rock. Wait, oh, did you have something to say? I was just gonna make a joke about the Rock covered in chicken wire being his.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. One of the other things I wanted to throw in was the story of when Tom actually found a lawyer to sue AMB with. The lawyer was going to take his case on contingency.
Really?
Yeah. Now, what happened was I actually threw a screen cap of the news story of what happened with his lawyer up in the backstage. What happened was his lawyer was sleeping with his secretary or whatever, and then his secretary's ex-boyfriend was sleeping with her too. So his lawyer shot his secretary's ex-boyfriend.
Let me just read this for everybody. Disturbing new evidence has come to light in the case of an Arizona defense attorney who was accused of shooting his lover's ex-boyfriend. Joseph Palmisano, 48, was arrested April 18th after allegedly shooting 25-year-old Ryan Hall, the former boyfriend of the attorney's secretary, with whom the suspect is romantically involved. Palmisano allegedly used a .357 handgun to shoot Hall in the parking lot of Tempe, Arizona. Video from Hall's cell phone camera, obtained from Phoenix-based Fox affiliate KSAS, shows the moments before the shooting. In the footage, Paul Misano can be seen wearing a suit and sunglasses and brandishing a loaded weapon. According to the station, court documents state that after Paul Misano shot Hall, he said something along the lines of, "Do you feel that? That's you dying, boy." Pretty badass.
Can you imagine wearing a suit and sunglasses? You feel that? That's you dying, boy.
That's life leaving your body, boy. Yeah, I can, actually.
I actually say that to Tom all the time. I mean, did you read that? That's you crying, boy.
Oh, jeez. That's cyberbullying. I can't condone that.
How about the story of when he was going to put Lisa's kids on Craigslist?
Okay, so this is a horrifying fact. There's a girl on AMB who has children, and Tom hates all females because he's an incel and he's a billion years old.
Because he's two-spirit, right?
Right, exactly. So what he threatened to do was he threatened to take pictures of her children and then post them to like Craigslist or whatever and have them, sexually assaulted by bikers or something like that. And her kids are like infants.
The Bitcoin sexual assaulters on bikes?
Pretty much. But the fact that he was like dead serious in doing it, and then when he got called out on it, he was like, "Oh, I was just kidding. You guys are taking this way too seriously."
Probably.
Like, dude, you're a child rapist and you try to entice children. This is a guy who tries to have trans teens live with him so that they will be his rock slave. They'll tumble rocks for him. Or he'll try to talk to children over
tactic.
Oh yeah, he'll try to talk to kids on the phone, and then when he gets caught, he's like, "Oh, I need to talk to your parents."
What the
This
fuck?
is true. This is 100% true.
Well, you said something about him like randomly talking to kids, like in real life, like going to houses and shit.
Oh yeah, go to his view bug. He takes pictures of kids in public and then masturbates to them.
Can you give me the link to this view bug? I've never heard of the site.
Well, he does that, and also on Google, he'll search cute young girls, and like pictures of 8-year-olds will come up. And when he is confronted about this, instead of saying, "Oh, that was an accident," he said, "I like to look at them and masturbate and pretend that they're."
Where does you cut out? You pretend they're what?
That he's them in his mind's eye. That he's them.
What the fuck?
In fact, I have a video that I can show you. Let me link this
here on Kiwi Farms. He said that.
What?
Dude, he said it in a video. He said it on Kiwi Farms.
Let me go ahead and throw this Lisa story up, and then you guys can find me a source for that thing.
Josh, I got something that's a little bit long, but it's worth it.
Well, I'm in the reading kind of mood right now.
I know, but it's video evidence. So it's all him.
Oh, is it video? That's perfect. No, it's fine. If you can find like a timestamp, cut it down to a couple.
Yeah, it's going to be at the end of this video I'm about to post to you backstage. 1 second.
Yep. He didn't really do anything, just threatened a lot of bullshit. When my daughter was 9 months old, he threatened to pose as me because he said he had my personal info and he was going to post ads on Craigslist listing my daughter up for rape. To basically have been calling me looking to rape my daughter. He also hoped my son would get kidnapped and sent to Taiwanese ladyboys to be used in the sex trade. I really don't care about Dial. I just want Tommy to get what he deserves for threatening my kids. I contacted my local police department when he did that, and they said they couldn't do anything until he actually posted something, which as far as I know, he hasn't. I stopped posting about my kids here after that. He has actually called people's homes and spoken with their kids. He has no concept of what the boundaries are between internet trolling and the real world. Yeah, this is pretty fucking degenerate. This actually reminds me, there was a guy called Ross, and the people listening probably know really well who Ross is. But Ross was a guy who freely admitted to Jim, or Medicare, Internet Aristocrat, whatever name you know, that he had been Google searching like kids in bathtub pictures. And when asked why he was doing this, he just said, because I think they're cute. And that kind of kicked off a whole tizzy about him being a creepy pedo. But this reminds me of that a lot.
Hey, Josh, can you put up that shot of Lisa's post that you did back up? I just want to show you something in that post.
He did it, actually, from no problem. There's a really annoying thing. Usually, I can just go to my desktop and I can drag and drop content and it'll throw that up in the top left corner of my screen. But for this particular stream, it is not working. I have to fidget with it. Bring it up.
No worries.
I got it. What's up?
Okay, so in the actual quote up above where she was talking about, you notice it says that AZ-76 Dragon. Mm-hmm. Okay, that is actually one of Tom's Tard Wranglers that was given an account at this another message board. We actually found out that he is a giant gay, and he's married, and he's got like squirt accounts and all kinds of gay accounts. And then, yeah,
like whenever I hear the word squirt, I just think of that picture with the really gross looking guy in the shower. Like, oh yeah, that'll make you squirt.
That's pretty much him. That's a cop that got doxxed on that forum, and he never came back. Like, so that's just aside. So when she's saying I don't care about Dial, that's the cop that they were talking to, but the cop got scared for his life. So he just left. He left Tom to his own devices. But anyway, I have that video evidence of Tom talking about how he wants to be the little girl.
Well, before we got that, Sneasel sent me a picture, which I got ready to actually have
go for it.
Ready to go. So this is him on. Hold up. I'm hearing the chime. Hello. Hello. Who is this? Hi. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Who's this?
My name is Joshua Moon. I am the owner of a corporation called Local LLC. How can I help you?
I'm returning your call. Why did you call me?
I'm doing a little broadcast right now. This is being streamed out to about 600 people. Last time I checked, we were talking about you.
Have a nice day, Joshua.
People are curious about your story, Mr. Wasserberg. Why is he such a pussy, chat? Why is he such a pussy? Let me send him a text message. Hey, hold up. Send to. Hey, yo, we just want to talk. What should I say? Oh, jeez. The pressure's on me. How rude. I just wanted to get your side of the dog fucking and child molesting out there. Take it easy. Okay. I think that'll work. Let me get back in. Very rude. Okay. So this is from Mr. Thomas J. Wurzberg on the Kiwi Farms, a website that I am affiliated with, full disclosure. I haven't seen Null around this bullshit lately. I want to remind you children and mentally unstable adults of a few facts. First and foremost, Sneasel and others are stalking me, ripping my intellectual properties and quoting me out of context using the standard issue corporatist propaganda protocols. Second, and possibly more pertinent, is that I have much better things to do with my online time than responding to trolls and their perverted claims about me. The assertion that I am a pedophile is completely absurd, and that I am not transgender, founded only in their own perverted perspectives on what it means to be transgender. When I introduced myself to Native Americans, they they instantly recognize me as a two-spirit. When I get read as male by someone I'm meeting face to face, only a few words from me, and they have no problem relating to me as female. The frat boys are demanding that I respect your community or be gone from it. Stop dragging me into it. Shut down this thread, and I'll gladly turn my back on this behavioral sink forever. If you cannot respect that I am bi-gender, refusing my request to relate to my female side, and continue to insist that I am all these things I am not, the only response you will get from me is to be put on ignore. Clearly, the truth is that you pseudo-intellectual, quasi-literate, semi-sentient sacks of septic sewage sludge are scared shitless of me and my abilities to use the full resources of this site, and so have me severely restricted in what I can do. I have made small concession to your rules demands since I have a place other than Facebook to upload caps of this nonsense to. I hope I've edited this Skype transcript to your lazy eyes' satisfaction. But if you want a respectful response, respect is a two-way street. Now, I read all that, and it is pretty funny, but the significant part here is this tab. I'm going to go fucking CSI Miami on this shit. I'm going to blow it up as loud as I fucking can. Cute blonde girls. Oh, jeez. I do like cute blondes. I am surrounded by Slavic women who are all cute blondes. But let's see what happens if I pull up Firefox and go to DuckDuckGo. Let me make sure I'm on the English version. Images. Cute blonde girl. Well, yeah, they all look kind of preteen. A lot of them. So, where does he say that he masturbates looking at these pictures, believing he's them?
I just put the video link into Backstage if you just want to.
Oh, there's a video for this. Oh, geez. Okay.
It's part of a compilation that I made called Creepy Tom Clips. It's part of the Rage Against the Washing Machine series, but it's like 12 minutes long. But what I did was I just got to the appropriate image, or the timestamp.
All right.
10 minutes in.
Yeah, I'm at 10 minutes and 17
seconds.
10 minutes and 17 seconds. Let me know when you guys are there. Oh fuck, this is a bad thumbnail to pause on. Yeah, I'm sorry. People are still having stream issues with buffering and stuff. I don't know if that's my internet or my computer just shitting itself. I'm not sure what else I can do for it. I might have to get a second ISP. But okay, are you guys both at the 10:17?
Yeah, go for it. Yep.
All right, 1, 2, 3, go.
Yep.
Since I was, as long as I can remember, my penis doing this penis thing and me getting it off, I used it, masturbation, to clear my mind and put forth the prayer that I would open my eyes again and be built properly. But that's never happened. But I still got a lot of, I've always looked at pictures of females in the 8 to 25 range, because this is where my own development got arrested. And I never looked at these females as objects that I wanted to sexually exploit, but just as an image to take into my mind to see myself. And that's all. And I made the mistake of not closing the browser after I had searched for cute blonde girls, teens. Big deal. This does not make me a pedophile. I was not looking at those girls to like sexually exploit. It's just image generators from inside my mind for me to visualize myself.
Does he think that you're a part of InfoWars?
No, that's just a joke I made because he was talking about Todd Nickerson, and I just shoot Tom's face over it.
And a creeper mullet. And he just
You remember Todd Nickerson from Slate? That
No, but
birthday?
I do want to hear Alex Jones. Hold up. Alex Jones is my man.
I have 2 daughters. I have a son. It makes my stomach.
Do you want to see what end times look like?
Put me into a room with 100 of these people. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You want to see what end times look like? And I came into that segment and I got angry looking at that guy. And I'm telling you, we got to steer awakening and getting out of our trance now. Now is the time. Hear those war drums. Get me ready. The sleeping giant needs to awaken. Oh, now they just made him lean forward into the video. You guys make me have a heart attack.
I like Alex Jones. Alex Jones is the best. All right. I can't believe he fucking hung up. What a bitch nigga. What a bitch nigga. We had 30 seconds of Tommy, and he got. Why would he bitch out like that?
Because he's not controlling the stream. Control is a big part of who Tom is as a person.
It's a big part of rapists too. Rapists tend to like control.
Absolutely. So, for instance, if he was hosting the stream, that means that he could talk over you, he could mute you, he could do whatever you want, he could ban you, he could do whatever. But as soon as he comes in as a guest, he won't do it unless he's getting quote unquote paid for whatever. But even then, he won't do it because he bitches out. I mean, you challenge him on anything.
Like if I paid him, he'd probably just quit at some point.
Oh yeah, and he'll say, "Well, you're paying me for my time."
Well, yeah, I like as long as I get the time out of him, but he would probably.
But he won't stay. He'll take the money and run because he's a scammer.
What a.
But to be honest with you, there's basically 3 rules that we figured out about this particular lolcow. The first rule is that Tommy believes everything, and even when he doesn't, he still does. And this is why he believes there's an international group that's stalking him 24/7. You can feed him any number of unverified bullshit without any evidence, and he will believe it flat out, and then do the pretend to be retarded, oh, I was just kidding. But then he'll go and he'll file a police report or call the FBI and repeat the same dumb bullshit.
Well, I guess at this point, unless there's something else that you guys can think of bringing up right now, I will probably bring on some people to ask questions because they probably do have questions.
Go for it.
Is there anything else that you can think of that we should talk about before?
I mean, it'll come naturally. there's so much fucking content, dude.
As per usual, I'm gonna, because there's a delay. Let me just get this out there before I start taking any calls. Please don't ask how we're doing. We're all doing. Is everybody doing fine? Is everybody okay?
I'm fantastic. I've got a 5th of vodka here. I'm ready to roll.
Okay, let me see. Is there anything else I can play before taking a call? Anything? I got Bob Chandler. I played that. Played the Dog Emporium. The Chimp Out. What's number 11? What's number 11?
Oh. That's when he talks about his micro penis.
Oh, well, we're definitely gonna have to play that. Let me play this, and then I will get to the calls. Just be quick. Those birds can barely walk.
Yeah, that's my fake company.
Those turkeys don't look healthy. That's how they have to walk.
They're ready to be slaughtered.
Oh, we got to play entertainment as well. Just like play the first 30 seconds to a minute of that.
Oh yeah, we'll show his interaction.
Wait,
with
is
the
that
cops
on?
and problem.
Do you have this video on YouTube?
Oh yeah, and it's not flagged either.
This is a fine art stream again. I have to put that notice on there.
It is.
Oh look, we got classical music. We're saved.
Excuse me, but I do not condone child molestation at all. And the fact that I did have improper sexual contact with a minor does not make me a child molester. It's just your opinion that was a statutory rape. And oh, they can't. They're minors. They can't make their own informed decisions, which is a bunch of bullshit. There are young women who are sexually mature at 12. All you can prove is that I once had inappropriate sexual contact with a minor.
He just
Underage,
admitted to a
can't consent,
crime.
Statutory rape. 1, 2, 3, done. I admit to it.
Oh, you're cutting him. I was like, like that's kind of unambiguous.
I mean, to be honest, I'm cutting it for time, not to make it sound like he's a pedo. If you actually watch his actual videos, his brain is retarded. He skips around so much.
Okay, those hands know what they're doing.
Them hands know what they're
Make your
doing.
best shot. You know, if these guys are armed, I'll take your fucking tie out. You know, whatever you open to me, you're dead because I'll slice it open with a razor. That was 5 of you that just hit the wall coming at me.
Notion Radar,
Okay?
stop being mad at the internet.
If any of you pull a gun on me within arm's reach, you will shoot yourself.
Avenue. Looks like we have a fresh batch of train hoppers here.
Why is he recording the homeless?
Howdy.
Because he's a jerk.
Tombstone.
Isn't he homeless?
Your IQ or your sperm count?
Wait, he's
Yeah,
just
pretty much.
harassing them.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
He's
I'll
been
watch him
homeless.
Watch him run.
Nah, hey, sitting here being assholes ain't cool. Welcome to Tucson. Hey, you want to get hurt and go to jail by way of the hospital? Leave me the fuck alone.
Actually, they can get you arrested for taking a picture without asking. It is against the law.
He's walking like one of those turkeys from the start.
If I point, if he comes up on me,
That's his fungu moves. His martial art is to talk shit and run away.
Anybody's trying, you know, whatever they try to do, they're not coming near me.
Oh, this is the mythical rocks that we heard so much about. How old is he?
64.
And yes, he did make that sperm count joke when we did the video.
What's the phone trying to tell me? Besides, it's half empty. Look outside. You're outside my door at 11:03 in my backyard. Is that a fact? There is nobody in my backyard. But there's a very young and very stupid person incriminating himself tonight. I need to pee. I'll be right back.
Tucson, live at 5.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. New at 5, smoke from a brush fire in eastern Pima County has led to an air quality watch advisory.
How has he been smoking for so long and so bad at it?
No idea. He gets mad when you tell him he's COPD. Like he's like, no, it's science. No, it's the weather. It's the humidity. And they're like, dude, no, you have tuberculosis.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
This one he just throws up. That's a bad sounding cough. Just rubbing it on his fucking table after that.
Oh, here's the moron. I'd really rather you didn't call me. What do you want?
I see that you're dying from COPD. How are you doing this evening?
Oh, I think that's the end. That's a good way to end it. All right. Let's start with Dwight D. Eisenhower. Going once. Going twice. Fernand.
Whoa! What the fuck?
Hello.
Oh, sorry. Hi. I never expected to be on here.
Well, you were in the call line. What were you expecting?
Well, I didn't expect I'd be chosen. Anyways,
like 8 people.
You are the chosen one.
Yeah.
Go, man, go. What you got?
I'm charisma's bad.
Were you the one that called in last time as like the last caller, and then like
no,
this is a different person imploding upon themselves. Okay, you can do it. I believe in you. Just deep breath. Say the words.
I kind of I hope people that don't like bully or arrest this guy too much, because if they do that, he'll get off the internet.
Oh, I don't think there's any chance of him leaving.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
no,
there's
he's
no
pretty much
fucking way.
insulated.
That's I'm very careful with who I do streams on, because it's like hundreds of people watching, and a lot of them aren't from the Kiwi farm, so they think, oh, I can do this shit. I can be the big troll, and then they might fuck it up. So I tend not to pick people who are vulnerable to that kind of shit. Tommy is set in his ways. He will never go away.
Oh, that's a relief. I thought another thing is I thought it was really weird of people were shitting on you a bit last week about Medicare's name getting out, because it's like you didn't directly do it, so I don't see why they're angry at you.
I don't know.
It's just a name.
Well, people are afraid of Jim going away if he gets doxxed, but we're over that. We're over that fucking bump. We're talking like I go on the fucking the politics stream, and we're laughing about Quarter Pounder being a fat sack of shit, and everybody's having a good time. So, like, if you're still mad over it, you need to.
No, I'm not. No.
Not you. Like, in general, if you are mad over that, you need to pick up a problem like alcoholism, so that you have something else to worry about besides Medicare.
Yeah, I just was thinking of like topics. That's what I saw recently on the YouTube feed. That's all. You know something annoying? I'm like a high school student, and like I try to avoid politics or just get out of that thing. But my teachers give us assignments where we have.
Tom's gonna fuck you next.
Oh shit!
Yeah, this is an 18 plus server, just so you know.
Oh shit!
I didn't line this up.
We'll say you're a senior. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I am a senior. But anyways, shit. What was I gonna say now?
Hey, can I ask you a question then? After watching all this, what is it that you think of Tommy then?
I think he's
just one sentence. What would it be?
I think he's a very entertaining person, but maybe some police should keep an eye on him.
Well,
that's all I'm gonna say.
He's sure of that by harassing every level of law enforcement in the entire country at least once.
Oh my god!
I'm sure he's on a list.
Good.
All right, well, take it easy. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, sure. I am.
And
I just want to tie something into what he was talking about earlier. The fact that the Kiwi Farms doesn't actively troll people. All we do is collect evidence and present it. Tom trolls himself. So there's nobody sitting, planning, doing anything. Tom will get on a video feed
even
and go for a half hour.
Calling his phone. I would discourage people from calling him and shit. Like I've called him.
Oh,
and shit.
absolutely.
But you know, with Tommy, it's just like whatever goes.
But the thing is, too, Tom will go out of his way to try to dox people. He will call people at their jobs. He will call children. Like, this guy is a rabid dog. So I encourage people to avoid him at all costs. You can look at him. You can read about him.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing.
Like,
that's why I
engage with
discourage
him.
people from trolling, is that, you know, you get these fucking hard asses that think they're clever, fucking with, like, Chris Chan. But then they're emailing like awful shit from their like EDU accounts to Chris. And it's like you're obviously in over your head. You're obviously fucking retarded because you shouldn't be doing this. If you don't know what you're doing, you shouldn't be harassing mentally ill, unstable, schizophrenic, dog fucking pedophiles because they will fuck you.
I mean, we actually have a video of what Tom does when he thinks he knows where somebody works. He calls their work. He calls the corporate office.
Up. Oh, what the fuck? Wait, hold up. I have to play this. It's the one posted in. Actually, let me get Neurally So in before I play this. But get that video up because we're gonna watch it. Neurally So.
You do.
Neurally. Going once. Going
So, man.
Hey. Oh, there he is.
Hey, am I on?
Yes.
Hey.
Hey, what you got?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
What you got?
Go ahead, man. You have a question.
I'm kind of confused. All right, I am very angry at you two people. You should have mentioned the courthouse.
The courthouse.
Oh, the courthouse. Okay, so get this. So Tom, this is the first time Tom went to pay a ticket for like parking or something like that, so like busking or whatever. He brought weed with him to the courthouse.
Is that why he got arrested?
The first time. Okay, the first time. The second time,
he did it multiple times.
To the wrong courthouse about Kiwi Farms and had weed in his bag again, and he got cited for that. So he did it twice. He went to law enforcement with weed on him.
Wait, which one am I looking at here on the screen? It says marijuana possession, use having weight less than 2 pounds, drug paraphernalia use.
Yeah, he got busted for weed on the street, went to go pay the ticket, and then brought weed with him to the courthouse. That was the second time.
How did he get busted for that? Did they have dogs?
You got to go through the medical detector, and he dumped his purse, and he had a bunch of roaches in there.
He had roaches?
Oh, yeah. He had weed and paraphernalia and papers and stuff. In Arizona, if you have like the items and the materials to roll a joint, you basically have a joint. And so that's what he got cited.
Oh, I thought you meant he actually had like cockroaches in his.
He probably did too.
No, I was horribly confused for a second. Like, if he,
sorry, he had weed and lice.
Yeah, he pulls out his fucking bag, a bunch of stoned ass fucking roaches. Like, hey, what's up, SA? No, that's funny. That's what I mean. I said at the beginning of the stream, like anything we talk about is probably going to hit like another nerve with more shit in it because he's been at this for fucking 50 years. He's a crazy person.
Yeah, and like a point I want to mention. Like he always says, you have to pay me in order to troll me, and then look at his post count on Kiwi Farms. He has like 40,000 posts.
Look at his fucking posts on AMB. He literally has 41,000 posts on AMB.
It's 44,000 now. It's 44,000 now.
You see?
Wait, he has. Oh, he has 44,000 on AMB. Like, there's no fucking way he has on the Kiwi Farm.
That's not even including all of his rep posts. Rep posts.
With the reps, it's got to be 100,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for people that don't know, the AMB is the other message board I showed some posts from, and those are like the 419 eaters that have been trolling him. Like it's just boomers trolling him at this point. That guy that called in and probably had the Russian accent. Like that guy is probably like actually 50 or 60 in real life.
Yeah, that guy and who else? There's another one. If you want, I've watched every single one of his videos, and one of their favorite things they like to do is they like to call up, and in a very flat voice they go, "Can we please speak with Tommy Tooter? Is Tommy Tooter there? Tommy Tooter, why are you freaking out?" Like stuff like that, and he'll talk to him because he has no social interaction. But that's what they.
Why won't he talk to me? I called him up before and he had no problem talking.
Because we're making fun of him and he gets pissed off. Even if, like I said before, even though you said that you would pay him, he won't come out here because that means acquiescing to your request. Means no.
Yeah, he's like he got this rebel persona going on.
I hope he's watching.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You're live, by the way.
I know. I jumped in and everybody was talking over each other. I just wanted to say, you should be. I just wanted to say there was one other thing I wanted to bring up, and that was the lady who died in his backyard.
Is this a different lady than the one he cyberbullied to death?
Yep.
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
jeez. Oh gosh.
She died of a heroin overdose in his backyard. And
did she steal his shit? Is that why he let her die?
Actually, he did take stuff out of her purse, didn't he?
Yeah, he took her drugs. He took her. He took her oxy, is what it was.
Jesus.
He took her oxy and he didn't even call first responders.
No,
for
he
her?
walked to the bar and then called it in. He was like, "Yeah, somebody died in my backyard. Can you send the police over
Can you
there?"
get the fucking morticians out there? I gotta have a weird wild sex party with some stray dogs in a couple hours. The corpse would really bring down the fucking mood.
But yeah, this lady and her boyfriend were living in his yard, and she OD'd on heroin. He found out about it, kept walking to the bar, and then called about it, and then came back and like took some of her shit. And then later, he tried to say she didn't die of a heroin overdose. Actually, she died because she was a fucking badass and her heart gave out.
Oh,
That was basically her fault.
Such an asshole.
He was just walking through the backyard, and at that moment, she decides to have a coronary heart attack and die.
She's actually on video in one of his videos. I can find it, but it'll take me a second. But she's on camera on one of them.
This is one of the things that Tom does that really doesn't get discussed a lot. He'll take in people that are just basically transients and, basically rainbows all the time. And when he does, instead of letting them stay in his apartment, his studio, what he does is he would make them spend the backyard.
So he makes people sleep outside, is what you're saying?
Yeah. They can't sleep inside.
Yeah, he said that living in his backyard was better for that woman than wherever she had been before.
Obviously not, because she's fucking dead. The state claimed her body and cremated her and scattered her to the fucking wind.
Well, she's already outside.
What got me is I can't believe he harasses the homeless. He was homeless. I spent 5 fucking minutes in my best radio voice reading a fucking newspaper clipping where he's complaining about homeless prejudice, and then he's out there actually harassing the fucking homeless. Like, this nigga needs
Tom
to get his
thinks
shit
he's
together.
better than everyone because of his background.
I'm an artist activist. I'm known around the country, man.
It's like a Bernie
Oh, that's another thing. Did he talk about his parents more? I know we went over his early life after his early jobs, but
Tom is descended from rich Jews, and they have paid him to stay away from the family because he is insane.
Wait, is that real?
That is real.
Yes.
Really?
He's so rich, he had a trust fund that his parents paid him out of up until the point where he got on Social Security and Medicare. So we're talking about 30 years from the time that he left Chicago to go to college on up to when he turned 55. He's been paid out by his parents.
All right. I'm sorry. I asked the chat if the stream's doing well, because my OBS is it's the little status icon is bright red, like it's burning a fucking hole through my monitor. It's like this is a 5-year-old laptop with an 860. It can't do it. You're on You're on some fucking fiber optic line that's run through Slavic snow soil, permafrost. You can't fucking do this, Josh, you fucking idiot.
It's working fine on YouTube.
Good.
Yep.
All right, let me. Okay, we have this 1 minute clip in the backstage from Gook about. It looks like it has a tranny on it. That's a pretty good looking tranny, though. I can tell. I can tell it's a tranny.
That's Sneasel.
Yeah, that's Yawning Sneasel.
Fuck, I don't know. Okay, should we play the encounterment with the police?
Play it after what I said.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna load up the. I've loaded up the one with the tranny. What do you say when?
Go ahead.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Streaks on the China, never mattered before. Who cares?
Good ass song.
When you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door.
Nothing's showing to me.
Yeah, nothing's on the chat for the video stream.
I have to wait a minute.
I can see it.
Oh, jeez, is that his house?
Well, his old apartment now.
Yeah.
He just moved.
Oh, this is like a fake intro.
Yes.
Is this like a fan made rendition of this song?
Yeah, I made it.
Fuck. All right. And YouTube knows too much about me. You guys won't see this, but in my recommendations, there's a thing that has flags for Romania and Chad. And if you don't know, Romania and Chad have the exact same flag. Chad's a fucking desolate, landlocked country in Africa, and Romania is the home of the gypsies. They have nothing together, but they do have the same exact flag. And
I see.
YouTube knows that know where I am, what language they speak here, but they also know I really like flags. That's a true fact about me, and they're trying to give me flag content in Russian language. So the algorithm is clearly working. I can't wait to see the Two-Spirit shit after this.
Isn't that called vexiology? The love of flags?
Vexiology, or vexillology. It's a weird name. I can't pronounce it like I can't pronounce any other word. But I do have the police.
Like Tucson?
Tucson.
Whatever.
Toucan.
I know how to ask for borscht. That's the only word I need.
All right. So can we talk about, since we brought up the move, can we talk about how he moved from his old apartment and his back to his new apartment where the crypto killed him?
Yes, Sneasel, would you like to describe the official Denver Love Quest and the Pete Clark incident?
Sure. All right, here. So what happened was Tom initially got into a little bit of a scuffle on Facebook with this big guy named Pete Clark, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Big. He's just like, he's probably about 6'6", about 320, 330 pounds. And that's not fat either. Built like a fucking brick house. So anyways, Tom, he decides to call the guy who is a veteran, by the way, and accuse him of stealing valor. So now the thing is that this isn't some guy who's like halfway across the country. This guy is a guy who goes to the same bar that Tom used to go to, but isn't invited there anymore. It's called the Hut. And what happened was Tom goes to the Hut on Saturdays. Pete decides he's going to go there on Saturday too, so he can talk to Tom about the things that he was saying. Well, in the period between then, decided that they were going to send Pete Clark a copy of the Sabrina story. And this gets him pissed off even more because Pete Clark has children. So there and pretty hot. And Tom isn't very good at diffusing situations. So basically what happened from what we gathered from between what we saw in post by and from Tom, he even posted a video on YouTube describing it. Basically, what happened was Tom showed up, came up to him to confront him. Then Tom went batshit crazy and ran around the entire hut, found a manager, and was hiding behind the manager. And then, because of the was happening with Pete, Tom was ushered out, and we actually have a picture of that.
Oh, yeah.
But in the
You were kind of cutting out. Let me send me the picture. I have the picture actually on my computer somewhere.
He got hammerlocked and kicked out of the hut for chimping out because Pete Clark called him a pedophile dog fucker in front of a crowd of people.
Oh, now I can drag and drop shit on my fucking OBS. Thanks a lot.
There it is.
Yeah, Pete Clark, you got thrown out of the hut and there's security escorting him out. In case you didn't hear or he didn't mention it, I can't remember. What the hut is like a bar or something, right? Where musicians play.
Yeah, it's where
and
hippies
he would go there with his recorder and he would play while the other musicians, who I assume rent the space to make money, play. So eventually, you know, whenever they confronted him, he would screech about transgender sexism or whatever. And then eventually, after he picked a fight with this Pete Clark guy, that's when they got security to eventually remove him. And they recorded the moment for posterity, and for that,
Yeah,
thank
and
him.
this wasn't a singular moment. And we're talking about years of buildup. This is a guy who used to scream at women, get in fights with women at the hut, try to use the women's bathroom, would never buy alcohol because he had no money. So he was basically
That's the
viewed as a
cardinal
leech.
sin.
Right. And so this was just kind of all built up. And you would think that, you know, this is the most chill place on earth. There's a bunch of jet heads. They're all conked out on weed and stuff. No, this guy is chimping out 24/7 every time he goes there.
How does
And
weed not calm his ass down?
he goes into a manic state.
He must be. He must actually be like schizotypal or whatever.
Yeah,
because
he's
that's the
he's
thing
got
that happens with
schizoaffective
schizophrenia
disorder.
and weed.
Yeah, he has schizoaffective disorder. That's what he gets his tard bucks for.
No, that's right. Your tax dollars at work, ladies and gentlemen.
He also does what he calls zooming. So when he gets really manic and starts over-explaining parts of his life, that's what he calls zooming. That's when you get all the best content, because then he gives true and honest accounts of all the stuff that he's done. And then he immediately forgets that he recorded it. And then he gets mad when you post it back at him.
All right. Well, I think this. What's the deal with the police at the door? I got that ready to go. When if you guys want to open it as well.
Wait, we need to talk about Denver.
Denver.
Okay, so so Pete Clark, I'm sorry, I'm just going to jump in here. Pete Clark, the whole Pete Clark incident, he got so scared of getting kicked out of the hut and getting beat up by Pete Clark, he used his rent money to buy a bus ticket to go to Denver to meet a female to male tranny to hook up with. She saw him and turned tail and ran away. He got stuck in Denver for a week.
Oh, that's right. Wait, before that, he claimed that person was a boyfriend or something, right?
Right. He said that they were going to get married and have a house together, and the reception was going to be at the hut, and everything was going to be beautiful. No. He went there. Nothing happened. She ran away because she saw how disgusting he was. He was a smoker. She didn't want smokers. It was a big clusterfuck. So he spent his rent money on that bus ticket.
He must have lied about everything about him to her then.
Yeah, he did. And what ended up happening was he thought that the company, the Pelican Management, his landlords, were going to use his security deposit as rent because he had spent his rent check on the bus ticket. They were like, no, you can't do that. You broke your lease. We're serving you with a 60-day notice. So that's why he got kicked out of his house recently and had to move, because he broke his lease trying to chase pussy.
Now he lives by a bunch of gangbangers.
Oh, and I do want to show. Where's this police encounter at? Is that while he's at Denver?
No,
this is kind of old.
This is just in Tucson.
Somebody asked me, by the way, before I'm desperate to fucking watch this. But before we do, somebody in the Discord chat asked me if I think the flag of Seychelles is the best flag because it's something I put on the screen. What's the worst? And the answer is the Confederation of the Mountain Peoples of the Caucasus. And this is their flag. And their flag is fucking awful. And this is why nobody respects the Confederation of Mountain Peoples of the Caucasus, because their fucking flag is garbage. Just as a nice aside, nice vexillology lesson.
The mountain peoples.
The mountain peoples. They will never have their own country because their flag is caca. Okay, I do want to watch this police stream right
Is
now.
it a Quickfill flag or something?
Fuck that flag. Okay, you guys ready with the police? I
Go for it. This happened.
Should you be? I'm finished talking to you, sir. I'm exercising my right not to answer your questions.
Oh, you don't have to answer my
Well,
question.
I know. I can close the door too. But Mr. Stover, are you willing to continue our conversation?
They want us to be quiet.
I just want you to be quiet. Okay. Well,
he just wants to be quiet.
Let the door open. Let me go silent. You talk to him anything you need to know. Let me get back to what I need to do.
If we call the mental health,
I think I need you to call the mental health unit to make an evaluation.
I don't want to waste their time. Are you going to go with them?
People are calling him a sovereign citizen.
I'm asking you to call the mental health to evaluate her, sir. You're the one that needs to call mental health to evaluate me. I'm asking that you call mental health to evaluate her, sir. You need to call mental health to evaluate.
Oh, they look so fucking fed up.
He's like an original sovereign citizen.
512945. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. 512. 512.
I thought that was the problem. You were too loud.
I can't hear it all the time. 512. Okay, well here's where. Okay, good.
He does this a lot when he zooms. He
You can't
locks
give
that.
her a fucking phone number without spazzing out.
You guys can record it. I just can't hear it.
He calls the cops to chimp out on the cops, knowing that they won't enter without probable cause. So he locks that front door and then screams at them through the screen.
Yeah, 512. And no disrespect, you're just young and not. You are being disrespectful. No, I'm okay. I'm just telling you, you're too young to know what you're talking about. You don't need to. Yeah, so I don't want to do that. We'll do that in the gym sometime, okay? Come on outside. Yeah, no, I'm not.
Come on outside, sir.
It's not going to happen today. We're staying in here. We're going to be quiet once you guys leave.
945. Please get with me so I can talk quietly with you.
Oh, that cop looks so fucking pissed off. He's like, open this fucking door.
Yeah, you're being recorded, sir, as being out of.
Keep in mind, the whole reason the cops are out there is because the neighbors were complaining about Tom.
Yeah, it's a noise disturbance.
But then Tom was complaining about the neighbors in retaliation or whatever, and the cops weren't buying it.
What was he doing? Was it music or was he like screaming?
Both.
Was it the recorder? Was the recorder too loud?
He plays his sax at like 3 a.m. and shit like that, so it wouldn't surprise me that he was
Now I hate
doing
him.
something. Oh yeah, dude. Sneasel, if you can pull up that
The
photo.
zoom up on the cop just looking dead inside.
What did you need?
For your benefit, well, no, let me explain what's going to happen. I'm sure you want to know.
Can you pull up that post for his newest address where he was like, I hope they like the saxophone?
But at this point, this is something I'm willing to tell you. I will keep it. I'm always quiet at that desk. Okay.
Now you know why they shoot people, chat.
When I look at it.
Well, here's the thing about where he's living now. Like by downtown area. He's living in the literal barrio. When you look at the districting of Tucson, that's where he's living. You look up his neighbors. He has gangbanger neighbors. He even says so on Facebook.
And
he's
they
gonna
still
get
can't put
shot.
up with him. Yeah.
We're cool. We understand that. We understand that.
Yeah, he just made a post the other day that like his neighbor was like beating his wife or something, and he was like, I can hear everything they're saying because the walls are so thin.
That one cop has such a friendly mustache.
5'10" mustache rides.
You're misinterpreting what I'm saying.
He doesn't want to be your pal now.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be your pal anymore. Now you're
This is in Colorado, right? He looks like he's from Wisconsin.
No,
This is in Tucson.
Oh.
This occurred.
Is that picture? Is that picture of the roommates I have? The roommate that's recording this right now?
No, this is 2015 Thanksgiving. This cop video right
Oh, this
now.
is Thanksgiving. Wow, fuck that. That's why they're so pissed. Oh, he's close.
Yeah, I know. I'm a trainer, pal.
Yeah, like so he lives in the barrio, and he right now like every couple of hours he would make a post, and it would be
Oh,
I heard
Jesus.
16 gunshots.
That house is a fucking wreck.
If you want, I'll write you a ticket. No, that's okay.
We call it the shit hole.
You gotta sign it. I'll sign it, slide it under the door. No, you
Oh, we never talked about the lore behind Tom's chair.
I love
The
that
shark
cop trying to
chair.
get him outside. I'll write you a ticket. You just got to come outside to sign it.
Em brings up a fantastic point. Tom usually records himself without pants and shits in his chair.
Well, he's incontinent. He can't help it.
Dead serious. Like, I can get the video that's on YouTube that he's shitting in his chair. 1 second.
Oh my god, wait, we need to find the post where he, like, talks about the time he shit himself, like, walking home.
Search the thread under my post where it says Tom's Guide to Sharding. It has, like, all of his fucking incidents.
Start with being silent. Then focus on your
Like, he's been shitting himself from birth. He keeps saying, a doctor has told him that the reason that he's incontinent is A, he eats dumpster food that's rotten, which causes all kinds of bacteria and buildup and shit. And then B, he has urinary tract infections and stuff because he never washes his undercarriage. He doesn't wash his smegma out. So, yeah, he's always getting sick
Wash
and
your
shitting
penis.
himself.
I learned that from Jordan
Yes.
Peterson. Wash your penis.
Pull
kids.
it back. Wash your penis.
Who's that guy? How the fuck?
Transient.
Just like a random homeless person? He has pretty eyes. He's ugly, though. Tommy is way funnier when he has a roommate. He needs more roommates. He's like screaming at the top of his lungs and singing God Bless America. That's fucking fantastic.
Way back when he was living in Austin, he was living with circus freaks, like literal circus freaks. And right before he moved from Austin to Tucson, there was an incident where one of his roommates got really pissed off at him because of something having to do with using a cutting board with blood on it.
What?
It ended up in a huge fight, and Tom ended up locking himself in his room and begging A and B to give him some help so he could get out of there.
That's funny.
He was posting on Facebook, somebody saved me.
Everybody blocked you on Facebook, bro. Nobody's gonna help. All right. Anything else?
Oh, there's tons more. Where do you want to go from here? Holy
Let's
shit.
Hold on,
somebody.
I found one of the screen caps.
Hold up. Let's post it in the back thing. Let's get Randall. Randall, what you got to say? No, Randall, you're muted, you fucker.
Let me read this. I
Go
just
for
posted it.
Oh,
I'm back.
Let me pull it up.
Stage.
Okay. So, the one. Some days I really hate my body.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I thought he was gonna be talking about gender stuff. He's gonna be talking about pooping himself. That's better. Some days I really hate my body. I was never at all happy about my blind trouser mole, but I've gotten somewhat used to that. Nothing inside me works right, though, because of the toxic mix between the male hormones of my genitals and female hormones of my brain. I've always had bad allergies and problems with my urinary and excretory functions. Oh, jeez. I didn't even know that I had done it, but apparently sharted in my white pants last night, and they even had a big stain that showed right through them. I hope I wasn't walking around at the TDC show last night with that thing showing. I'm hoping it happened on the way home when I was having problems holding it in on the way to the toilet. To my anti-fans, who are surely going to find this hilarious, I'd rather deal with a minor metabolic dysfunctions than to be a mean, stupid, hive-minded bully like you. I prefer being the bully that doesn't shit himself. I don't know about you guys.
Sounds good.
We all do.
Yeah, on
This is another quote from Tom. Quote, I don't shart from fear, and I don't do it very often. That's a lie.
Yeah,
That is a lie. Fear sharts.
He gets scared and he shits himself. It's the funniest thing ever.
This one, I'll throw this up there too. This one's like a reply to somebody making fun of him. He says, There is no shame in my game, in case you haven't noticed. Nothing embarrassing about that post to me. This was just a shart this time, but there are other times when the sphincter will let go of the whole load without much warning. I'm often just getting my pants down and squatting when it dumps. There is nothing I can do about it. It's the way my body has always worked. Somebody needs to rub his nose in it.
His mom tried.
Yeah, I need to get somebody back on that.
She
Again.
tried to get him to stop shitting around the house, ruining their chairs.
Oh, I think Randall died. Let's try this guy whose name I can't pronounce.
You know, I'm kind of surprised. We went about 2.5 hours in this, and we still haven't talked
going
about
on?
the fact that Tom's a Nazi.
Oh, we'll get to that. Oh, yes. Whatever your name is, Space Good, whatever. Go.
Yeah.
What you got?
I don't know. I just kept like, I've been watching this stream and I've just been like so fully confused. I'm just watching this utter fucking baghead talking about like mix between male homos and female homos are like Microsoft employees digging up code from like the rubbish.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, no, he's really fucking gross. I don't know what he makes up whatever he wants about his biology. I don't give a shit, but he does poop himself, which is funny.
I mean, you made a point where he talks about digging up code in Microsoft and stuff. He thinks he's a computer expert, but we have him on the phone for like 2.5 hours trying to delete like a Skype chat that he can't back out of. Like he's on the phone with Microsoft chat support for 2.5 hours because he can't press the X button. And he was like, everybody in this Skype chat needs to get arrested. It's like, dude, just close the fucking chat.
What did
The best
did he
part
expect
was when
Microsoft
he
to
was
like
tripping
arrest
out
him?
about them not calling him the right gender.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they keep
my.
calling him sir, and then he's like, I'm charging Hewlett Packard $50 an hour. Get me your supervisor.
oh my fucking days.
Well, what's your favorite thing so far? I'll ask you that before I.
I don't know, to be honest. Like I've only started like fully keeping up again. Like most of the stuff, like I just keep up with it because I've just joined like the farms as of like last month or so. No, a month, 2 months. But to be honest, my favorite bit at that point was just like when he was saying like we're live in front of 9 people.
Yeah, and that was all us.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like, literally, I think all of us in here except Neural were watching that live.
Oh, I wasn't, but everybody else who like follows Tooter religiously probably was.
Yeah. And one more thing, by the way, I'm not sure if you noticed, but I think I donated like 2,600 sparkles a sign on
So
stream.
yeah, I'll pull that off right now because you mentioned it. I can't find a very convenient way to watch like the donations on the stream.me thing.
Awesome.
But
Awesome.
The stream.me thing is monetized. So one of the things I want to do is I want to get my computer back from the United States. And I can't fucking believe how expensive it is to ship shit from the United States to halfway around the world. It's a fucking travesty. I'll check that now
I'll give you, if you need me to, I'll just send you like a screenshot with the proof. I've got like the invoice IDs in my notifications still.
No, it's, thank you. Let me check through and see if I can find the gifting.
Alright, is that going to count towards? Yeah, is that going to count towards like donate status on the forums?
What is it? $20 in sparkles?
20. Yeah, it cost me $20.
Sure. Yeah, just send me your username and.
It's literally the same as this here in Discord.
All right, I'll hook you up when I get a second.
Alright, cheers.
You're a true and honest fan, a gentleman and a scholar.
Fuck yeah, man.
Now that you're a supporter, you can bitch about other people in the supporter forum.
Oh yeah, now you have rights.
That's literally the entire purpose of it.
I'm in the secret club.
That's right.
It's literally called the Top Secret Inner Circle. So congratulations.
So now I finally get to call people deviants.
Yeah, it's true.
We need more ratings.
More ratings? Like what?
Yeah, you should have a fat rating for Amber's.
That should be the only rating. It's just the fat.
No.
That should be the only rating you can give M-Specs.
No, we need I think Anonymous made a thread about this, saying that he wanted an I'm gonna kill myself rating, or I want to kill myself. I endorse that idea.
Well, that would be like
When the
everything.
content is just so bad.
I think that's a horrifying rating. That's kind of implied with the horrified rating, right?
No, we need another one.
I think it's just implied
really
by
drive
visiting
the
the
point
website.
Make a
Your
skull
post
and
was so bad, I want to
crossbones.
kill myself.
Get a skull and crossbones rating.
What's a video 203? Let's watch this, and then I'll take more people.
Oh, that sounds familiar. Fuck me. I've seen every single one of his videos.
Here,
That's the one where Tom thinks he was calling my job.
Oh,
that's right. What he does when he thinks he's
Miss
got
Frank?
somebody's docs. Okay, so this is what Tommy does when he thinks he has somebody's docs. I'm gonna pull
Do
it
we
up.
need to get background on this?
Yeah. Sneasel is actually, isn't it Laura Frank? Isn't that your name?
That's right. My name's Laura Frank, and I work at Thompson Reuters.
All right, yeah, because he believes everything he's told, right? That's the background.
Yeah, he believes everything, and he verifies nothing because his brain is a sponge.
I don't even think he was told this. This is just something that he just conjured up.
No, he saw like a phone number and then he looked that phone number up and found some old guy in Michigan with that phone number.
Oh yeah.
And then he found the Laura Frank name and was like, well, that must be her grandfather.
Yeah.
And decided you were Laura Frank.
All right, I'm gonna start it at 0 and 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, Andrew Green returned the call. I can send you her postings, gladly. I can send you a list of her other victims, gladly. But she's online right now during office hours, fooling around at Skype.
Well, let me see what I can find out, and we will get back to you.
I appreciate that. And what was your name again, please?
My name is Jennifer.
Okay, Jennifer.
Okay, and I will certainly.
Yeah, my name is Thomas Wasserberg, better known as Tommy Tooter. And I'm just, pardon me? Say again?
It's Wasserberg, RG?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, and I'm just a silly old hippie. I'm part of the Rainbow Family Deadhead Woodstock crowd. I know I'm no threat to anything but the status quo.
All right. Well, let me find out, and I'll give you a buzz back.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much, ma'am. Okay, bye.
Did she hang up on him?
Leave me now? You nasty faggot.
Nasty. Oh my god, that's a homophobic comment. That could get me
nasty little faggot.
That could get me kicked off YouTube faster than his gooch.
I'd like to read something from the op, just so everybody knows that he's not transgender. This is something that he's said himself. Thomas is wore out. Tommy needs to be on the surface in these troubled times. I feel safer and like less of a target for my words as a transgender woman than a surviving 60s radical rabble-rouser. My old friends are understanding me much better as an excitable chick than an angry dude, especially folks who only know me online. I'm really feeling like a sly bitch, knowing I'm going to get my way a lot easier with boobs than anything else I've ever tried. Money doesn't rule the world. Tits, ass, pussy, fuck me hairstyles, and pink jobs rule the world.
Oh, jeez.
End quote.
That's no good.
Yeah, he essentially admits that he is trans for money because he wants to scam people.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking gross. I think that's the appropriate word. Like, between everything else, like, that's just the unifying factor. Everything he does is really fucking gross. It's like gross incarnate.
We haven't even touched on the magic space Jews that are going to bless him with a special vagina.
Let's save that for the last, because the chat's going to turn to fucking Hail Space Hitler after that.
They're already going to do that when they find out that he posts memes from Daily Stormer and stuff.
Oh, geez,
He really does.
I need to call up Weave and tell him who his biggest fan is.
Yeah, Weave should give Tom a job writing for the Daily Stormer.
Yeah, he should. I wonder how long it would take for people to be like, "This is fucking nonsense."
Oh, I wish Hood was here.
He's
No
got
joke.
Facebook memes, yeah.
Tom posting on the Kiwi farms.
He spends all day on Twitter, whenever he's on Twitter, just posting anti-Zionist shit just all fucking day.
Well, yeah. Again,
Did you know that the Jews declared war on Hitler?
Wasn't he talking about what was the weird shit that he was talking about that pissed you off? Like, was he talking about like Weimar Germany or something? And everybody got really pissed off at him because it was like straight bullshit.
I don't remember anybody getting mad at him. I mean, he's a fucking idiot. I mean, there's no reason to get mad at Tommy Tooter.
No, he's funny, but for all the wrong reasons. Like, he calls himself an artist and entertainer, and he's terrible at the things he tries. But when he's not trying, he's fucking hilarious because he's so dumb.
You forgot that he's also a freelance journalist. Like I said, hit him up, Weave.
I do want to try Randall again. Or Randall. Every time he tries to call in, something bad happens. Randall, you fucker. Hi.
Hello?
Hi. We can hear you.
Am I coming through?
Yes. You're very loud. What do you want? What do you got? What are your thoughts, Randall? Come on.
Huh? Oh, crap. Just one moment.
Nigga, you've
Sorry
been in
about
there for
that.
like half an hour.
So are we going to talk about esoteric tutorism? Tommy's belief system, because I think that's one of the funniest parts about Tommy.
Yeah, if you want.
Real quick, what's up? Because Yawning told me that he hoped the stream would lodge Tommy out of his fucking Hitler phase.
I mean, I can touch on esoteric tutorism. It's part of the space Jew thing, but you wanted to save that, right?
No, you can go ahead. You probably know more than me.
No, just go for it.
Okay, so basically, Tom believes that, in a multitude of beliefs, he believes that God is a two-spirit. He believes that there's a male half and a female half. He also believes that when you die, your soul goes to a ship full of Jews that flies around the universe.
Did he watch Mel Brooks' History of the World and take it literally? Like the Jews in space part?
Jews in space! Yes, he did.
Magic space vagina.
Yeah, he thinks that these people that he talks to on the astral plane, which he's also seen Satan face to face, that they are going to bless him with a magic space vagina and heal him and make him a complete woman. Also, all of Tom's enemies are going to be eaten by interdimensional shitting space lizards who will devour the soul of all his enemies and shit them transdimensionally out onto Mars, where they will live forever on a barren red planet. These are things that he actually believes. If you ever look at his reputation posts or responses, he'll say stuff like, "You're just meat on the hook for the demons, and your soul is going to be crushed." Like, he believes that he's going to be saved by space Jews and blessed with a vagina.
He's also said that if the end days don't happen before 2020, he's going to kill himself.
And his parents.
Yeah.
If they're still alive.
He
They're like
wants to
90
take
years
out
old.
as many people with him and then kill himself.
Yeah, so I guess that means on December 1st, 2020, we should send some cops over to his place.
We're going to live stream it, is what's going to happen. We're going to ask him to go on Facebook Live.
Now I just want to see like the hatred game intro, but Tommy narrating it.
Yeah, it's I mean, why does he want to kill himself by 2020?
Because then that means all the voices in his head were wrong and he really is crazy.
Oh, well, he's probably going to change his mind when 2020 rolls around.
He's already said that. He was like, if it happens, yay. If it doesn't, yay. So it's like he can't commit to his own fantasies.
He can't even commit to his own suicide. What a pussy.
Well, he's basically said in the past that the only reason he has not killed himself yet is because it would be against what his spirit guides have told him to do.
I wish he would fucking call. I'm really salty that he wouldn't fucking call.
Tell him to cut off his penis. It's the quickest way to becoming a woman.
Just
Give him an axe wound.
I was really hoping that he would get mad watching this fucking stream and be like, I'm gonna call in and set the record straight. But I guess everything we've said is completely and totally true.
He's mad. He actually posted to A and B. He said, "You are without a doubt
of approval.
You are the most infantile bunch of fucking deviant dibwits I have ever heard. Fucking pathetic, what I just heard. It isn't even worth simulcasting to laugh at your insipid voyeurism and projections of your own perversions. I happen to be a vol cell, unlike you disgusting toxic incels." The fuck is a vol cell?
Voluntarily celibate.
Did he make that up? Because I know incels.
No.
The moral equivalent of an Victorian monk. And he's probably molested less children.
You know,
Tommy's a kindergarten terrorist.
This is an aside, but Redneck's copyright claimed my other video. You fucking assholes. You Cotton Eye Joe motherfuckers. Yeah. I've been assaulted by Rednecks. Alright, let me just burn through the rest of the callers, and then I guess that's all I got. Unless there's anything else you can think of?
Yeah, I just have an aside. I use a lot of media from a lot of different stuff with those channels. I think you're being targeted and on purpose. I use a lot of fucking media. I've never been flagged for Rage Against the Machine's radio or anything like that. I don't have any content copyright on any of my fucking
my
videos.
streams are given a higher priority for content ID matching just because of the subscriber and viewer count that I get.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. But yeah, just throwing that out there.
They probably don't. They probably don't do content. You have to use machine learning on those videos to find that shit. So they probably don't for the 32-hour gang stalking streams that have no views. You know.
Of course, there could be Joan compulsively watching everything you do.
There's your live stream.
Oh,
Google
Liz Fong Jones. Oh, geez, I don't think I can do. I would definitely. That should be my going away stream from fucking YouTube. People who don't know, Liz Fong Jones was a crazy tranny who used their @google.com email address to send a complaint to one of my email. I have it run an email service. They sent a complaint to that, falsely claiming that server hosted the Kiwi Farms, demanding that it be taken down. And they got scared because it was an @google.com person. If they take them off the Google indexing, their business is going to go away overnight unless they change their domain name and stuff. So they sent it to me, and I said, "Don't worry about it. This is just a crazy person." And then I posted the email they forwarded, and they started ranting and raving on fucking Twitter, don't do business with this company in the Netherlands because they're gonna send your email to the hosts that are transphobic and shit. And then we did digging and figured out that Liz Fong Jones's male to female girlfriend was a trans snake. They like to bind their arms next to their body and wiggle around like a snake, and wear a leash while they do it.
I mean, for being innovative, but they're crazy.
Yeah, it's fuck Google and fuck their crazy fucking tranny employees. Okay, let's take a caller. I'm gonna try to burn through these. 2P Door, you're muted.
Hey.
Hello.
I wanted to ask about his childhood. Do we know about this? Anything?
Well, I went over it a little bit. He pooped himself, and his mom rubbed his face in his poo in his pants, like a dog. And he said he was abused. I don't know what the details of that abuse are besides the poo. And He also claims he was born with DES, and I don't even know what that is, but Weevil knew.
Oh,
There's a few other things about him. They're sort of incidental, though. One of the things is that he changes the story as to like why it is that he's tranny. I mean, you know, there's the DES, but there's also him saying that he had surgery which made him tranny. Like he said he had a double inguinal hernia surgery, ovaries from ovaries into testicles.
Yeah, basically, he suffered from cryptorchidism. He had an undescended testicle, and the doctor, helped him release it till it could drop. And sometimes those can actually, reascend up into the pelvic cavity. So they have to check to make sure that it stays down. He took this as, oh, they fiddled with my junk, and now that makes me tranny. He's descended from. He's descended from a family of rich Jewish merchants. This is not a lie. That's not a joke. He really is. His dad's and his grandfather is a woman's clothier, and they made a lot of money for it. So he grew up. Yeah, he grew up on the north side of Chicago in a very affluent Jewish neighborhood, very rich. I mean, I'm talking not Trump levels, but I'm talking about he was very comfortable for a big city like that, and enough to have a trust fund that lasted him like 30 years. So that's his youth. He had a very cushy yeshiva childhood growing up.
Has his trust fund ran out?
It ran out by the time he was 55, when he could get his tart bucks and his Medicare stuff. His parents basically stopped paying for him. That's why in some of these instances, in the very first post that you read where he talks about how his house was sold out from under him, that was a trailer that his dad had bought for him that Tom said he was going to pay rent on through his tart bucks, and he never did. And so his dad's like, well, if you're not going to fucking pay rent, why am I paying for this trailer out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere? No. And so he sold the trailer and kicked Tom out. And so Tom, his dad kicked him out on the street from this trailer or whatever. And this was like down in Tennessee. His dad's doing business from Chicago. His parents are right now like 90 years old, and they live up in Wisconsin, and they're still putting up with this guy's bullshit. I mean, these are the most kindest, long-suffering parents that could ever wish for, and he puts them through fucking agony for no reason at all.
it's so depressing.
Is that why he's a Nazi? Because he hates Jewish parents?
I think it's that socialist, communist thing took to an extreme. Like he believes in like communalism, he believes in sharing, he doesn't believe in the free market, and yet the only reason that he could survive up into this day and age is because his parents were paying for everything. This is a dude that has never experienced true homelessness or poverty because he always had a bank card he could take money out of. You have to keep in mind that he's been this way since he left in his 20s. And he's been a transient. Like, this is a dude that has lived off a trust fund, that has allowed himself to be lazy, to go across country, to do all these insane fucking things, to fuck dogs and children, and have his rock collection and do all his parents' money is paid for all this. But he gets mad at that, and then he's like, "Oh, the Zionists are ruining this country." Like, dude, your fucking Jew money paid for everything.
So it is ruining the country.
I think Tom is running the country.
No. It's ruining the country because the Zionist money is paying for Tom to go out and fuck dogs and kids.
I think Tom's mad that he's a Zionist and doesn't want to admit that he's a Zionist.
Can we talk about why he eats garbage?
Oh, okay. Well, before we do that, thank you, too, for calling in.
Yeah.
Thank you, my Russian friend.
I think I pronounced his name right. Okay, you wanted to talk about garbage?
Yeah, like he talks about it like he went to some hipster thing. Like, I got this artisanal chicken, and I got, he sees it as like a delicacy. You see the way he writes about it. It's always like it's a delicacy.
Well, can he afford food, or?
I think yes.
He can. He refuses to buy it. In fact, he spends most of his money on rocks and weed.
Why does he? Why?
Because he thinks that he can turn a profit on eBay. So his house is just always full of rocks that he can never turn around and sell. Sort of like an addiction. Like he'll buy these rocks that he thinks have value. Yeah, you're exactly right. He never turns around and makes any money from it. Sometimes he'll say stupid shit like, I made $1,000 one day on these rocks. But then you're asking him, well, okay, well, where's the $1,000 that you saved from that sale? It's already gone because he's already spent it on other dumb bullshit. So he can tell you that he sold something for $50 million, but he doesn't have the $50 million to show for it because he spent it all on weed and heroin and other crap.
All right, let's.
Yeah,
Sorry, was something you wanted to add?
Yeah, we should pull up some photos of his food. Like,
oh, okay, yeah. Go ahead and get some pictures for me to put up, and I'll while I take.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Let's do Tremundius.
Hey Josh, what's up?
Nothing much.
So I've been listening to this shit show for a while, almost the entire stream. And I'm just thinking in my mind, Jesus Christ, this guy like ticks all the fucking boxes possible. He's a fucking tranny, he's a schizo, he's a fucking Jew that admits that he's not a Jew. And also kind of not surprised by the fact that the fucking tranny also was into pedophilia. Does anyone find this surprising?
Well, he's just a crazy person. I wouldn't like. I don't know.
Yes, it's quite interesting sometimes how schizophrenia goes almost hand in hand with transgenderism, because they're quite in the same like mental deficiency disorders. This is why, in a sense, schizos, from what I know, are very lazy people, and this is just because of their like neural problems.
Yeah, of course. If you can't think straight, how are you gonna fucking organize a day's event?
I'd say the answer to all this is pimozide in the water for the transgenders, my friend. That's all we know. Pimozide in the fucking water, and we can solve this problem very, very fast.
Wait, the fluoride? Oh, the chemicals.
Nah.
The Alex Jones chemicals. Yeah, that's true. So,
yeah.
Just it reminded me of a joke that we made. Somebody was talking about how things got worse over time, and they used that frog analogy. And I'm like, oh yeah, the gay frog in the pot of boiling chemicals. It's a classic metaphor.
Yeah, classic. Yeah, aside that, Jesus Christ, he looks so fucking disgusting. I don't know. He's like a mix between a fucking frog and like Gollum.
He's a dirt goblin.
He looks like a tortoise.
He does have the. He has the.
Do you guys know like that Japanese myth of the kappa, like the turtle human? Yeah, he looks exactly like that.
We can always use content for the thread, so if anybody wants to shoot that together.
So who knows? Maybe he's the mythical like Jewish kappa that almost everyone is searching, and we know that he lives in America.
Oh,
Quite
yeah,
surprising.
The kappa. That is pretty good. He does look like that. Why is the
It's
top
a
of his
limited
head
series.
missing?
Okay, Josh, here you go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say
There's a video of rotten meat that he collected. I'll get it for
Oh,
you. One
Jesus
second.
fucking Christ. Now I got it. Hold on. All right. Thank you, Tremendous. We're going to be looking at
Yeah.
garbage food now.
Take care. Take care.
Look at the description. The description is like.
I'll read it. I'll read it. Let me put it up there.
Yeah.
And I'll read it real quick. God, it's nauseating to look at. Wait, hold up. I got too much shit on my fucking screen now. All right. Dumpster diving, coast to coast, the gourmet bin burger. I defy anybody to show a burger from this. Let me block it out with my fucking hand so I can read this. I defy anybody to show me a burger this fat from high quality beef available in any restaurant for less than $10. Just 93% lean burger, garlic pickles, ketchup, and sun-dried tomatoes were dumpstered. The bread, onion, and roasted red pepper were brought. The beef is still fresh enough to make steak tartare. Fuck you, Tommy.
It's like 117 degrees outside in the dumpster. He's just gonna get that bacteria sandwich.
Oh, fuck. That's rough. That's really rough. That's one of the roughest things I've seen.
Take a deep bite, baby. That's some gourmet shit right there.
Fuck. That's bad. That upset my constitution. I usually have a pretty
Can
good
you imagine
constitution.
Guy Fieri like taking a bite out of that?
No,
This is
I can't.
awesome.
I can't. To answer your question, no, I can't fucking not imagine that. My brain does not
Taking us
permit
to
that.
Flavor Town.
You're getting a fucking error message when you try that shit. Ride posted this. I'm like, wait a minute, I love garbage. That should be the thumbnail. That's pretty great. All right.
Yeah, like he thinks of it as like this great hunt to it. What he goes and he like looks forward to it. Like, what can I find in the garbage today? What will the dumpster have in store for me today? You know, and then he gloats about it.
Mortal Wombat.
Hello.
Hello. What you got? What you got? You die?
No, I was just waiting for. Oh, sorry, I can hear myself. This is kind of old stuff, but like back in the day, there was the big Skype group where I remember I'm surprised nobody mentioned that we somehow managed to get Tommy and Stryker to start arguing, and Stryker annihilated him.
Stryker as in the big fat guy?
Oh,
Stryker Wolf, yeah.
Okay, so nobody is going to understand this reference. Let me pull up a picture. There was a guy a long time ago. He's a very, 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 very fat, furry, diaper fur, who is very stupid. He was very easily convinced to believe absolutely anything, to the point where people just got him to start parroting stuff, and he became not funny because of how people used him to just puppet shit. But this is Stryker Wolf, and apparently he owned Tommy Tooter in a battle of the wits.
Yeah, I have Skype caps of that actually.
Was it over text?
Yeah.
Please share.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you have it on you.
I thought I shared them in the thread.
I see them. They're in the discussion.
Yeah, they're in discussion.
Somebody needs to shoot some sunglasses and a blunt in that dude's face.
All right, so I'll just read these real quick, or what I can find of them. So, which one of you assholes is Avery, which is Stryker's real name? You have some nerve to come on my wall and call me a fat fuck, you twisted, morbidly obese retard twat. Wise move deleting it before I could report it, you chicken shit motherfucker. Bully, don't make me laugh, you demented twat. This fuckhead is getting on my face. In my face, I'm standing up to bullying fuck, saying good morning, take it to your private account, Sam. There will be no rational talk from me here. It's very strange to see Samuel Collingwood Smith in this conversation. I didn't realize that he was a part of a cyberbullying organization. But Stryker Wolf says that he's a hobo. The next one. There's an easier way to pull these up. I got it. I'm the man with OBS now. I got this slideshow shit going on. Stryker, it's not nice to call Tommy a hobo. He's a dumpster diver. Give it right. I'm a multi-disciplined hippie artist who happens to dumpster dive. I'm also female in gender. Stryker renamed the conversation to Tommy Tooter is an old trash junkie. So again, I just want to reiterate that I don't think this is Stryker saying stuff like on other people's behalf. This is just Stryker Wolf dumping on an old man.
If I remember correctly, we just kind of planted the seed and he went with it.
So guys, take some screenshots of Tommy saying he fucked a girl and dog and get him arrested. His ass will be ripped in jail. I never said I fucked that girl 35 years ago or the dog 25 years ago. That's very specific timing, Tommy, for something that didn't happen. Is your whole skull filled with fat, you dimwitted dipstick? Are you still fingering? Oh, it's a little comment. Are you still fingering Lady Tom? Never did that either. It's an embellishment the trolls made later. But you guys are so right-headed and keep trying to get me arrested for something that happened 35 years ago. I don't speak hippie chicken shit. You don't seem to be fluent in any known language, ass clown. Oh, this goes on. How many more are these? Oh, these are.
There were 7.
There's only 3 more left. That's fine. I already put this up there.
I just want to put in an aside. Tom did record himself calling California law enforcement and attorneys to make sure that he could not be arrested for child rape.
I see. I only see peace, love, child rap set. And then he posted a picture of a hippie doing a thumbs up in a Yu-Gi-Oh card or a Pokemon card. His selfie, you realize all hippies died. And look at 1970s. Everyone said no hippie allowed. Closest thing to hippie now is Grateful Dead, and they still better than Tommy Pooper. Disrespecting Fast Eddie is very bad for your health. Is that a threat? Don't threaten Strike Wolf. He's had a hard life.
He loved to threaten people in PM on Skype too. I remember he threatened me because Sneasel had kind of told me to play it off that I knew like his docs or whatever to get what Tommy knew. And it was all the Laura Frank information. And that's how he got me into A and B, and then got really mad at me when I was ripping on him on A and B. And then he told me to fuck myself, so I'm like, all right, whatever. And told me that I didn't want to make an enemy of him because I'm messing with the wrong people and all this other bullshit. And I told him that I was South African, so he thought that I was going to send the South African Broderbund after him.
I remember that. Holy shit.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it was a good time. And then going back to the current timeline where he's convinced that none of the civilian Germans had anything to do with the Holocaust. He said it was just the Nazis. And when provided with proof, he said it was all debunked. There are fucking books about it, but you know.
Yeah, it's weird that he latches onto the shit that he does. Just because he seems to, I don't know, he seems to see things that he likes, and then he clings on to them and incorporates them into his bullshit, just as a running thing.
It's like a weird trifecta of autism, narcissistic personality disorder, and paranoid schizophrenia.
I'm gonna pull this up on Firefox and watch it. It's in the backstage if you want to watch it with me. I don't know how long it is. Yeah, it's only 17 seconds, so you guys can watch it if you want to.
Enjoy.
Firefox.
That's all I had. Thank you.
Yep, take it easy.
Awesome. Bye.
You're just sleeping.
No, just make sure the sound's on.
Is that real audio?
I just shooped it together.
All right. Boldy spicy. Going once. Going twice. So bad when people have been around for like so long they like fell asleep or went to do something else. Charlie. Going once. Going twice. Race car Johnny.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh fuck. No. Hello. It's doing it again.
Just mute your fucking audio, dude. You're fine.
Oh, okay. Fuck, it almost did the same shit it did the first
You're fine.
call.
Just mute it and go. Let's go. What do you got? What do you got?
Oh, fuck. Fuck.
Are you my weed dealer?
No, I'm not. I'm just retarded.
Did you eat a rotten dumpster sandwich?
I might have been
How's your
those.
day going?
I had some of that grade A beef that I found in the dumpster.
You don't find full fat sandwiches like that in a restaurant for under $10,
Yeah.
boy.
Mm-mm. You won't find that at Arby's.
Artisanal sandwiches.
You probably would find that at Arby's, to be fair.
They
Fuck you, Arby's. Arby's is great. Arby's is great. Fuck you.
I'm almost gonna sunset you just on Arby's fandom alone.
No, I just
Tommy's
want to
fast
talk.
food of choice is the Del Taco. Thank you.
Dumpster Del Taco.
Yes.
I just want to talk about something about Tommy that also correlates with people I've been talking about. Don't harass people. Don't dox people. Don't go into Cothrix's server to harass Neo CK and Shadow YT for having sexual encounters.
No
with animals.
furries. No furry shit.
No, don't harass people, guys.
Are you the one that sent me
Don't
that
do it.
archive of all that dude's videos?
No, that's not me. That's not me.
But you know
I'm
what I'm
women
talking about.
disrespecter. Yeah, but it's those people. But no, I did this myself.
What's your persona?
My persona is I'll post it in the chat. It's
Oh God.
it's Kenny the lol cow.
Oh, don't hate on my main man Kenny and the snakes.
Fuck, I'm still stuck on the. Okay, here. I got the link right here. If anyone wants to do whatever, I won't fucking use fur affinity.
Wait, so
what the
Are
fuck
you
is-
like one of the dog fuckers?
Yeah, I got.
Yeah.
No,
he's full of
no.
shit.
Here,
Wait, are you that asshole who's been sending me PMs all?
No,
I
he's
haven't been
He's
sending
full of
PM.
shit. He's trying to get people to raid this fucking random Discord
No.
server.
No, that's horrible. Why would anyone do that?
Nigga, get out of here with your fucking
That's
Arby's
horrible.
and your ween shit, motherfucker.
You sound like a low-rap cutie pie.
This nigga, Charlie, did you fix your shit?
Charlie's get the rope.
Test.
Hi, you're
Hold
welcome.
on.
You're
Can you
good.
hear me?
You're fine. Go.
Hello?
You're fine, motherfucker.
Hold
Oh jeez. Oh jeez, Charlie.
Trimester disaster.
Hello?
This is your last chance, Charlie. Do you got it?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Can you hear us?
Master Disaster, you're fucking muted and you're deafened. That's why I didn't bring him in. Get back in. Master Disaster. Fucker. Ratco Falco. Going once. Going twice. See, this is what happens when you don't take enough calls.
I just want to give a shout out to Boldy Spicy who created the puffer tees.
Hey.
Yeah. What you got?
I want to do something real quick. Hey everybody, this is Critical. I fully endorse Kiwi Farms, and I want Josh to join the official podcast.
You're not critical. Why would you wait for like 3 hours to do that? What's wrong with you?
No, I didn't just want to do that either. I also wanted to. I just wanted to do that first, get it out of the way. But yeah, this fucking guy reminds me, or his house reminds me of the people you usually see getting kicked out of their homes or getting kicked out of these rented houses. You know, the ones where it's like, oh well, I'm recording this because I'm.
Yeah, he looks like a hoarder.
Yeah, he looks like a hoarder, and it almost looks like Chris Chan's fucking house. But
Oh, not
I'm
that
talking about
bad.
those. Well, maybe, but I'm talking about those tenants who basically trash the house way before they leave the place because they know they're gonna get kicked, so they might as well just get all.
Oh,
over.
he did that. That's
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah, it seems like he has a history of it too, because this place is not only fucking trash for what I've seen, but
Yeah.
there's a fucking.
In fact, he did it in Austin, Texas too. He still owes rent money in the amount of like $1,700 for trashing that place too. So he does it everywhere he goes.
Yeah, but yeah, it just reminds me of those fucking. I don't know why, but one day I just binge watched a bunch of videos about tenants getting kicked out, and then they just reminded me of that. Just seeing his floor, it's fucking reminiscent of it. You could just smell the fucking waste from that place.
The shards.
Yeah, well, just as a word of caution from personal experience, if you happen to be in a situation where you have two equally qualified tenants and one of them is not Puerto Rican, go with that one. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Fuck.
sorry to any Puerto Ricans out there, but you guys you guys wipe your butt and you put the toilet paper in the bin instead of flushing it, and you should burn in hell.
Oh yeah, dude. One of my friends used to fucking do that. I don't know if they still do, but I'm like, I mean, just fucking put it in.
Yeah, it's real
in a
fucking awkward having a conversation with a 22-year-old man about where the toilet paper goes. Pro tip: it goes in the fucking toilet.
Yeah, it goes in
Why
the
the
toilet.
fuck would you not put it in the toilet?
And if the toilet gets clogged,
and the third world country is like Puerto Rico, okay? the septic system cannot handle toilet paper, so they put it in waste paper baskets and throw it out.
yeah, it's like if your toilet gets clogged, like I understand there's some people who throw it away because it gets clogged a lot. Well, if it does, either get a new pipe or just use baby wipes or some shit.
Baby
like,
wipes
use
are even
something.
worse for the septic.
So
I
basically,
guess,
what you're
but
saying is that casual seppuku's house smells really bad.
Yes, because she puts all her poo-poo toilet paper in the basket.
All right. Before I leave, I wanted you to fucking play something for me, Josh. It has nothing to do with what you've been seeing, but you should see
I'll
this
say
Stalker 2 footage.
I'll watch it. I promise.
Yeah. Please show it on stream. It's fucking amazing. Anyway, you could send me if you want.
Take it easy. All right, I'm gonna try to do these really fast. So again, please just have something ready to go because I'm not gonna bring people back in. This is the second time trying to try like 8 people. Ratcoat, go. 3, 2. Okay.
Okay, I'm here. I'm alive. I'm alive.
Go. What's your take?
I love Tommy Tooter. I love Tommy Tooter.
Is that your take?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm alive. I'm alive.
I can hear the echo. You gotta go. I'm sorry, but yeah, you love Tommy Tooter. Thank you, Ratcoat. Boldy Spicy. 3, 2.
Boldy.
1.
Boldy.
Talk to Mr. himself.
Oh, jeez. No, she's just fucking with him. Like, I gotta go. We gotta go fast. Herber Mom, go.
Oh, hello. Hi.
Hi. How are you doing? What's your take?
I'm doing amazing. I only had one question. Do you know what kind of school he went to? Because he sounds like a Waldorf kid.
He went to University of Tampa.
No. I mean, like, not university, but the school before that.
Primary education.
Primary. Exactly. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he went to Wait, actually, did mention where it is that he went. He went to what was it, Waltham School?
Yes, and he also went to a yeshiva.
You went to a Jewish school?
Yeah, he went to both.
Oh, they fucked that guy up.
Oh wow, that is because I know a couple of exceptional individuals that are sort of similar to him. One of them actually also plays the saxophone. And he told me that he does not wash his hair on purpose because when it rains, the water does not make his hair wet because it's fatty. So that's the thing.
It's not a dread. It's just one long shit lock.
Wait, Bright is saying he went to Niles West High School.
Well, he probably went to public schools after the Jews.
He did. He went to high school, and he graduated late because he was in the loony bin. He had a schizophrenic break.
That's funny that it got on. Like usually, you have to be in your 20s for schizophrenia to start out.
This shit happened early on. I'm sorry, Overmom. Go ahead.
No, it's just I just wondered if he ever went to a Waldorf school because I mean I live in Germany and we have a lot of Waldorf schools here, and kids that come out of these schools, they are almost universally fucked up to some degree or other, because they get taught to dance their name and all kinds of other interesting
Where are you
things.
from?
Germany, Bavaria.
Oh God. What the fuck, Merkel? What did
I
you
only
do?
know Rammstein lyrics, so I'm
No,
very
post
happy to
that
meet a
picture
fellow
that
German.
Bride just posted.
Reise, Reise, sieben
Where's this
Reise.
from? Oh no,
High school.
I put up his yearbook photo before.
It's a different
That was
one.
from Tampa.
Yeah, he looks like a normal 70s kid. Or he got all fucked up and started banging dogs.
No, you don't understand. He was a woman. a woman. He was pretending to be a man. He had to hide.
He had to hide behind his beard, which is in full display on this picture.
He said he had a female-like body, like he was a girly guy. I'm like, dude,
it's
no,
actually,
you weren't.
it's actually comical how 70s he looks in this picture.
Oh, that was college? Oh, that was college.
Oh, okay. So the other one must have been high school. The other one I showed. All right.
If I dig deep enough, I can get one.
He has a really snazzy shirt on that his mom probably chose for him.
The slaves created for him out of his clothing workshop.
All right. I didn't want to bash through some other people, but thank you for
All
coming.
right, sunset me.
Okay, this is your last chance.
Hello?
Charlie.
Okay.
Hi, you're on. Go. What's your take?
Thanks. So this is me as a person from outside looking in, because I've never heard of this guy before. So basically, this guy looks, first of all, the obvious, batshit insane, right?
Mm-hmm.
After that, I mean, some of the stuff he says, especially, I mean, now he's technically inept, but you can tell that in like 80s and 90s, the guy actually knew his shit, because the Microsoft pulling up his
He talks
code.
about some shit regarding like even marine biology that seems kind of on point at times, but I don't know anything about it, so
Technology part is that because let me give just a tiny bit of background info. The IBM PC DOS deal, which was in 1981, because they were gonna do the deal with some other guys, which name I can remember. There was another operating system, CPM, right? They were going to do a deal with CPM and rebrand it as PC DOS and send it off at the IBM PC in 1981. But the guy took like a plane trip, so they went to the next best person, which is Bill Gates. And Bill Gates just gave some guy $50,000, but bought their shitty DOS, rebranded it, and sold it off as PC DOS, which is basically the Microsoft MS DOS that everybody used after that. So he is right on that part. So I'm saying that he's right on the 80s part. Something happened to him after the 80s and 90s that made him this way. And like the sphincter shit, basically his muscles have to be super relaxed for his sphincter to be just open and leave the shit out. So there's something fucky going on there.
He's probably just really fucked up on drugs after like decades of abuse. His cognitive abilities probably declined over the years.
His cognitive abilities definitely declined. Like I was specifically talking about that.
All the crazy shit happened to him like after 28. Like after 28, his life just went downhill.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, I'm kind of getting Terry vibes from him. Like he was okay, then he went fucking nuts, and that's the kind of vibes I'm getting from him.
Yeah,
and
that's how schizophrenia works. It gets worse as time goes on.
Yeah, I mean, rip Terry, and I mean, this guy is more of a fuck up, so I'm not really upset that if he fucking dies because of all the fucking dog shit. And let me tell you, I had an similar thing with a friend where his dog was in heat, and she was the dog was female. Was actually doing this stuff he described, but that is not a fucking excuse to go and masturbate the fucking dog or fuck it. I mean, nothing is an excuse to do that. I mean, she was in heat. That's not a fucking excuse, bro.
Well, it's not just him. Fucking yourmoviesucks.org. That guy thinks that animals can consent by being horny bastards.
Yeah, but like, just think about this. What if the dog has a hot ass?
Want to get that ass?
What if
he sees dogs like we see furries in like 3D? What if he sees dogs like Rule 34 drawings?
What if you look at its butt and you can see the shape of Jesus Christ in it? Is it okay then?
That can happen. I mean, each person is like different, not snowflake different, but each person perceives different things. In fact, I have a theory on which like. The color red you see and the color red I see is completely different. Our brains are wired very differently. So I have a whole theory on that. I'm not going to enter that here. But basically what I'm trying to tell you is that, I mean, his perception is very different from us. He was, as you say, good until 2008. After 2008, he fucked up. I don't know about the whole Jew shit, but he seems to be a normal fellow. To be honest, going fucking tranny is the worst thing you can do with your life. It's like literally, especially if you're post-op, your life is basically done. The only thing you can do is commit suicide or like praise Jesus and like
Well, he never
reap
cut off
until
his
you
penis
die.
because his penis is the only male part of him, as he says.
Then what the fuck is he on about being a female and shit? I mean,
don't know.
I get it.
He doesn't know himself. He doesn't know himself.
He just says whatever the fuck he wants, basically. I wouldn't like. It's hard to call Tommy a tranny. He's just really fucking gross. I wouldn't. put
He
too much
does
thought into it.
everything the opposite of somebody with gender dysphoria does. He basically turns it into something that
Look,
needs
I
to be
don't want to have this
celebrated.
conversation. I want to move on. I'm fucking sick of talking about trannies every goddamn caller. But
Okay, really quick. Ride is clarifying that this picture is from his high school and the other one was from college.
All right. Well, thank you, Charlie.
I don't mind talking about trannies.
Well,
Oops. Sorry. He got cut
That was
off.
a good call. Thank you, man.
Zaire Lines. Privyet. I do. Go, motherfucker.
Stolichnaya.
Shit. Whoops, I closed the stream.
That's fine.
So-
Go. Say
Yeah,
something.
you can talk. You can talk.
Yeah, what I wanted to say is, like, I know so many people are going to get hung up over him being pedophile and like a dog fucker. But what fascinates me the most are his eating habits and his house. Like, I look at that and I wonder how in the fuck does this man live like that? And I'm
Poorly.
curious.
Let's be honest.
Are
You're sort
there
of
any-
jealous of her.
Are there any other examples of this?
Of people eating trash? No.
No. I mean, Tommy, like Tommy's
Oh,
diet.
there's tons.
Oh God, I'm really curious. Like, I think I'm gonna read his thread soon.
You
because-
should. It's the best thread on the website.
Read the
You
whole
know
thing.
what?
All of it.
Seriously though, me and M one night were watching some videos. This was probably about 6-7 months ago, and we found this woman who is basically like a low-level version of Tommy. Even her house looked like his. She's like, you know, that whiny, bitchy, complainy thing where Tom will complain to anybody and call anything. That's just the same thing.
Fucking disgusting. like I'm honestly more disgusted by the house and the food.
Yeah, it's transients live at the base level of humanity. You have to understand that Tom doesn't do anything unless he really necessarily needs to. So, for instance, he'll wait until he gets bills that are overdue to go pay them, or if he gets visited by the maintenance people and they tell him to clean his shit up, then he cleans something up. But he doesn't do anything he doesn't want to, and then he blames it on his psychosis or his brain function or whatever. But he just lives at the base of humanity.
Yeah, checking out his thread. So yeah, that's pretty much what I want to say. Take care.
Have you seen the Simpsons episode where Mr. Burns gets like evaluated by the doctor and they tell him that he has like every single disease known to man simultaneously and they're all like canceling each other out, so he's like, that's why he's not dead yet? That's my theory on Tom.
He's like indestructible.
Yeah.
The worms inside his body are reanimating his corpse. Tom died 15 years ago. This is just something that became sentient and is moving around in his skin.
All right. Let's take it easy. Desire. Thanks for calling in.
Goodbye.
Boldy Spicy, last chance. 1, 2,
Boldy.
I'm sorry.
I love you, Boldy.
Master Disaster.
Hello, can you hear
Hi.
me?
Yes, we can hear you. You're fine.
Tucson!
Oh, geez.
Okay, yes. I have two things. I got some nice little pictures for everybody. So just 1 second, I'll put them here and you can put them in the stream if you like.
It's in discussion.
Yeah.
Did you draw this?
Oh yeah, this was Boldy Spicy and Master Disaster.
Just another day.
It's
Just
a kid-
another normal
It is-
day. Tommy Tooter Tale.
It is a work in progress.
Are you going to publish it?
The other thing is, I like to take. I love Tommy for all the horrible horrible shit he does. But I'd like to go on record as saying, out of everyone here, I owe Tommy $540.
For what?
Well, I promised to pay his rent for 1 month if he played Baker Street on saxophone. So he went out and spent his rent money on dumb shit and then played Baker Street, and naturally I didn't pay him at all.
To be fair, he didn't play the whole song. He couldn't even get through the first 7 notes.
True, that is very true. But he went out and spent all of his rent money. He went out and he bought drugs, and he probably went out and bought some dumb rocks and saxophone shit. And then rent comes along, and he ain't got 500 free bucks.
I'll be honest, I can find the video where he's trying to play Baker Street. Let me get that for you.
Because it's fucking horrible. I remember when I woke up that day, and there the file was in my Skype chat, and I was like, yes.
All right. Well,
And the $40 is for phone calls, because he charges you for his time.
while you're looking for that, let me pull on Easy Peasy, and we'll call it a day for the calls. Easy Peasy. Easy. Oh my God.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
We're looking at a trash monster.
Yeah, I have nothing to contribute to this discussion at all. I just came on because no one else ever lets me on their stream, so I just showed
That's
up.
because you're
here.
a Jew. They can't let you on. They'll fucking
Yeah,
the audience will riot.
Listen, I gotta tell you, you're very rude. CNN should be ashamed to have you working for them. The way you treat Sarah Huckabee is awful. You should be ashamed of yourself.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You're very rude. You're a horrible person. The way you treat Sarah Huckabee is unacceptable.
Why don't you marry a nice doctor and have some fish?
You didn't see that clip of?
No, this is all going
of
right over
Trump.
my head.
Yeah. There's a clip of Trump currently yelling at Jim Acosta. Acosta grabbed the mic and refused to.
Refuse to give it up. You cut out.
He just so basically there's a clip of Trump talking to Jim Acosta, and Jim refuses to let go of the mic, and one of the staffers comes by and starts wrestling him for the mic, and he won't shut up, and eventually Trump turns to him and he goes, "Listen, I gotta tell you, you're very rude, and CNN should be ashamed to have you working for him, and the way you treat Sarah Huckabee is awful, and you're a horrible person."
That's great.
And then he body slammed him.
Yeah, and basically Jim Acosta wrestles a woman for a microphone. It's
Oh, there we go. There's the video.
Well, okay. I guess since we're all here, one big fucking happy family of 7 people, go ahead and check out Discussion or Backstage and get this video, Millennial Turkeys Rot WM5, and pause it at 19 seconds. And when you're all ready, tell me.
oh, okay. Hold on.
Niesel says that he got booted, but
No, he's back in. He left for a
I'm
second.
back in.
He had
I'm
a
good.
disconnect, and I put him back in.
okay.
Everybody ready? Anybody not
Yeah.
ready?
I just want to preface this. What you're going to hear is he's going to be playing the saxophone over the backing track of Baker Street at the same time. So this is, yeah. You just
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go at 19.
And now our feature presentation.
Look at all those fucking hippies. I'm disgusted.
Fucking love this.
Oh god.
Does this go on for 5 minutes? Oh, jeez, it's dead. I guess I'll end it once this video ends. I'm just gonna end it abruptly, so get ready. We'll watch through this.
Tommy Tooter. I was there a couple of weeks ago. Check out things.
This is also when Tommy tried to scam a gemstone club to use their equipment for free.
Because like tomorrow we want to show up early, and I want to have 2 other people with me.
No, are you a member?
I'll be a member for sure. This is what I want to do. I've got apprentices.
No, you need to speak with the president about that.
Yeah, what I was hoping was we could get
So early when you guys were talking about his love of food and the stuff he makes is just
I can
awful.
see that you're
Like I actually made
fucking
sure in that little
retarded.
short story I wrote, the little book we're gonna narrate and illustrate later, that his potato salad incident.
Okay, I'm a man.
He just straight up destroyed himself with potato salad one time.
You're watching
Hold on, rewatch the video.
WFNZ TV. We now join our regularly scheduled program, already in progress.
Here comes George Michael.
Oh, is he doing a play of this too?
Yeah, he's gonna do Careless Whisper.
This is bad. This is awful.
How long has he been playing the saxophone?
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
I've heard things that'll blow your mind, and now I think it's time you get the whole story. I'm Jesse Ventura, and this is Conspiracy Theory.
Oh no, this poor Pajit.
There's an issue.
Tom was trying to get rid of a Quora account, and he thought Verizon owned Quora.com. So he's calling Verizon and screaming at them.
No financial status whatsoever, and there was a account made.
He's mad because of the questions that were asked.
Called Gary Benson. The questions that it asked are all aimed at me.
One person.
That account needs
That answer said that he poops himself because his brain's fucking broke.
I gotta go in the court to make it come down. Is where we're at.
Okay, let me transfer your call to them.
3,000 years later.
You have reached the Verizon corporate office. We are sorry no one was able to answer your phone call.
That's what you get.
Why didn't he just email their support?
Because he's dumb.
Live like living, and loving life will loving life will loving life will love you back.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
All right, I don't know. Well, I like to ask. Easy Peasy died, I guess. His house got struck by another missile. Rest in peace. I like to ask chat at the end of these streams. Do you guys want a chinky song, or do you want a cheeky breaky song? If you guys would like to weigh in.
Cheeky breaky.
Why does cheeky breaky always win? I'm gonna run out of fucking Russian songs.
Because glorious.
Just thought it. Yeah, anything Russian is awesome.
I see a chinky. Let me put a poll up on stream, man, and see what people get for that. Because I do like to end with this
Keep the
song.
log. Send me the link for the commercial.
What commercial?
The Tommy Tooter Gemstone Emporium.
Oh, we saw that.
We
You want to
played
see
that
it
earlier.
again?
I just want to watch it myself. Masturbate quietly in the corner.
Actually, I have something to end on. It's actually epic music. Let me get that to you real quick. 1 second.
Oh no, is it a Tommy Tooter song?
It has him in it, but it's actually a really good song.
Better be fucking great. If I
It's a great thing to end on, seriously, because it also contains information about how he thinks drones are following him and whatnot. So just bear with me 2 seconds.
better be
Why
good.
is it suddenly much louder?
I'm breaking the format.
Oh yeah, I'm back on the stream. That's good.
Yes.
Hello.
I pulled you in because you got struck. Did you find another house to sit in? Well,
It's the weirdest shit. Every time when winter starts, my internet cuts out at exactly the same time. Every night.
Here you go, Josh.
I don't know why.
all right.
End on this video.
Better be good. Where's it at backstage?
It's good.
All right, I'm gonna post it in discussion for anybody that can't access backstage. Load it up. I'm not gonna wait.
Okay.
Pause at 0. I'm gonna start it in 3, 2, and 1.
What are we watching here?
We're watching official drone test data. This is drones that actually follow Tommy in the wild.
Easy's Jewish. He knows all about drone stuff and people.
Well, then he'll love this.
We don't stalk. We just drop bombs on him.
Oh yeah, is that him? He does look like a frumpy old hippie grandma in this. To his fucking credit.
Is this some sort of homeless convention?
No, it's just
the
hippies.
hut.
Yeah, this is a hut.
This is what he got thrown out of?
He can never go back here. It's almost like a Where's Waldo.
It's like Burning Man for geriatrics.
He's gonna be wearing a dress.
Well, it's impossible not to miss him because he's always in that fucking tie-dye.
I mean, even if you can't see him, you can still smell him.
He really does look like a grandma lost at Walmart. Like a senile old woman just walking around the aisles, can't find her way out. Looking for a bottle of ketchup they stopped producing like in 1957.
Well, half of his gray matter is rubbed out of his head.
He's looking for something like Westfalt's Oxalator or
Does he
Perry
ha-
Beagle's Top Bronze.
Does he have gray matter? Because I don't think there's any part of him that is not a primary color.
The way he walks around looks like a zombie. Like an actual zombie, especially with the music and shit. Now he just looks like a goblin, like something evil.
He looks like someone's granddad trying to connect with his grandkids by starting to listen to reggae music and just buying whatever the artist is wearing.
Oh, somebody else was wearing tie-dye this time. Oh, it's the roll-around picture.
God, he looks like the mom from fucking Goonies in that show.
Oh, there's some drones. The half a second of butt.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. Thank you everybody for joining us on this journey. Even though I cut the stream in half.
Go fuck yourself, Josh.
Thank you. Take it easy.
Good luck and good night.